Why don't you give us a quick recap as to what happened last time?
All right. Well, after dealing with Beryl's memory chamber and using some of the resulting crystals to dispel the miasma in front of the cathedral, we decided last session to go looking for more of these doors to acquire more cathedrals or more crystals because it seemed like we would need them to get into the cathedral. Um, when we went east to look for where Anna Kate had seen her door before, we found an unfamiliar but still notably different from all the other doors. Um, and we spent a little bit of time poking and prodding at it from the outside to see if there were things we could learn before going through. And the main thing is that uh, trying to look through the open door just showed an opaque wall of light that not even Reed's true seeing could penetrate. Um, so we just sort of marched in there and we encountered someone else in the grips of some sort of weird memory projection enchantment thing that was being. It seemed like the whole environment was being used to draw energy into these crystals that the imps were holding. And we, as happened previously, the situation sort of devolved once a bunch of random people who weren't enthralled were thrown into it, and something that we did disrupted the actual illusory memory thing. And we ended up fighting uh, some sort of, I think they were undead. I'm not sure. Different creatures in the last set we'd fought, except for the imps. Um, but the fight ended pretty straightforwardly, um, and we gained a companion out of it. This Cornelius, who had been trapped in this memory, which looked like a moderately traumatic one, being tortured by family members or something like that. Um, and we sort of shanghaied him into helping us with our efforts because the people he had come to this complex with were all dead, and his research effort was interrupted by this looming threat that is probably going to kill us all unless we get to it first. Um, and we were on our way with, I believe, uh, four more crystals on the to breach the cathedral, and Anna Kate noticed another, or a reappearance, I guess, of her familiar monastery door down the hall. There was a bit of discussion as to whether it was worth the risk and time and effort to explore that room as well. Um, and ultimately, Anna Kate could not be dissuaded from another chance to explore her past or recover more memories. And we went in and uh, found a reproduction of the night of her family's death, and except for the presence of Kata as a separate entity and Vortog, who Anna Kate seemed surprised to see there. Um, but Anna Kate, having gone in alone, was quickly enthralled by the environment and sort of held captive until the rest of the tribe marched in. And again, there was another fight, and in this fight, we didn't actually kill all the creatures, and some of the imps escaped somehow using some weird means of vanishing despite the Lantern of Revealing. Um, and at the end of the fight, we had a little bit of time to talk to Kata before we decided to just leave because the fight ended with two of the creatures banished instead of outright slain, and we didn't know if they would return or not. So instead, we left and closed the door behind us and felt more or less equipped to take on the cathedral now. And I believe that is where we left off. Hello?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, sorry, let me add Barrel to the mix. Just realized I was muted. So, the group is in this hallway. You had just stepped out, had a little bit of a conversation. It is currently the 68th of fall at 12:30 in the afternoon. What do you all want to do?
Well, well,
The outstanding question is whether we can spare time to rest again before venturing forward. We are still rather wounded, or Anakate is, after the last fight, and the question remains as to whether time or being well rested is more urgent or more necessary to breach Cathedral.
I I apologize, Anakate says. I needed to go see. I needed to see what had happened.
It
And,
may still will still have been correct choice. There is too little of knowing here. Much guessing. I will not
well,
demand apology for such.
at least I was able to find out a little bit more about what happened that night. So, I thank you all for bearing with me.
uh, so,
So perhaps instead of going forward, we could do some maybe reconnaissance before we enter the chamber.
what do you have in mind, Reed?
I think I tried the clairvoyance potion before, right? And we saw some chanting figures in there.
It is true. It seems the whole chamber itself is not warded by miasma or such. Merely the door.
Hmm.
If you would like to prod some more, well, we could dispel less of miasma around Cathedral Door, but I fear that doing so might be more of engagement than perhaps we are prepared for.
Yeah.
Perhaps worthwhile to go and see if miasma remains there untouched.
Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll inspect the door, see if it's still there.
Alright, so you move down the hallway a bit. You do see the miasma still in place. As you get to the door, there is a bit of a swirling energy, and a familiar face appears near the door. Cordis stands before you, and he says, "Where did you all go? I keep seeing you entering and leaving this place. What is happening?"
It seems that the magic of this place is capable of creating times and places, much as it is capable of creating persons. And we have been stepping into them to explore memories, it seems. How true they are, I do not know, but you have said yourself that whatever is here seems to feed on memories somehow, and perhaps we have stumbled onto mechanism.
So you're saying that you're now seeing the rooms as different as they actually are.
For a time, they fade or are disrupted, but always we have found a person, some terrible memory being reproduced or manipulated, and creatures, some performing as figures in memory as part of under cover of illusion, and these imps gathering crystals. I suspect that being in these rooms is how these crystals are being filled, but I do not know. We have been collecting them where we can.
How strange. Even when I was affected by the illusions, I had never seen the terrain change. The entity must be connecting more and more with your minds.
Yes, it does not seem likely to be a good thing, although those who have faced their ordeals and come out report feeling better somehow. So perhaps he's good, or perhaps it's a horrible deception and we are all doomed.
Feeling better, you say?
Uh,
That is strange. I'm almost curious if you should maybe explore this more. Go seek more of these doors, perhaps. Maybe this will do good for you.
Perhaps, but I speak casually of these encounters in rooms, but they are no easy thing. Anna Kate has come near to death several times already.
Well, it is your choice to make. It seems my guess would be that the entity is prodding and poking, trying to learn more about you. As I said, it's a bit strange that he is able to reach into your minds and reproduce parts of your past. The most he could do with me is bring back memories of my old clan, but never in places outside the bunker.
It is strange indeed. I wonder what it is here.
He says, I see you've been unable to breach the cathedral.
Well, there was more of this fog in front of door before. We have found means of dispelling it, and we have dispelled some. We just hesitate to do the last.
Alright. Well, see what you can do. It might be worthwhile to explore these memories, get more of the crystals that these imps are creating. I don't know much about what they're doing, but they could be valuable in the coming fight.
Yes, I had surmised as much, but we have 5 now. Perhaps more is better. It is
He
so hard to
nods.
say.
He says there should be some healing items, potions within the southwestern forge. If you seek them out, they could be of help to your healing issues.
That would certainly make it more viable to explore further.
He says, I haven't seen any more supply caches, but there could be others hidden about this place. In any case, I need to keep moving. I can't stay here. Those creatures keep clawing around. Good luck to you, and we shall speak again soon.
Very well.
And he vanishes.
That is uncanny.
Well,
Is he...
perhaps it was some kind of illusion he used to speak with us, Anna Kate says. I can't imagine he just teleported in. At least that didn't look like teleportation magic.
Perhaps the other side of scrying artifact allows projection. It would not be uncommon.
She nods. Did you come in, Cornelius? I thought I heard him join.
Yeah, I
He's
see.
in
Oh,
Discord.
there he is.
Okay. So you can see the board, right? Or the map in Roll20.
It's black for me.
Control, but what about us?
It's black for me.
I mean,
Over here?
It's like, what good are we if we don't do it?
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay. So, yeah, what does the group want to do?
Well, I
If
put it to
tribe,
my...
if tribe is looking for more of the doors with memories behind, and more of the imps grabbing crystals, maybe tribe try to talk to imps again. Last time not lucky. Imps not friendly, but not believe tribe, but maybe try again and see if tribe can convince imps to tell tribe who is master. Who do the crystals go to when the imps find the crystals?
From what I recall of last effort, I do not think that imps are... I think imps are as much subjugated or enthralled by this creature as they're confused. They believe they have been summoned to serve master, as imps often are, but I think they have no true knowledge. I believe even belief that they have been summoned by master is falsehood, is illusion planted in their minds.
Maybe tribe want to serve master too, but not know where to go or something such. Beryl doesn't know. Beryl wonders where Beryl just wonders where these imps go when they take things to their master. Perhaps would give tribe more information if tribe could follow.
Yeah. Maybe we can break whatever spell that they're under and make them work for us.
Well, if we want to know more of where they go, does any of us have capacity to cast a locate object spell? We know several of these escaped with crystal.
That's a good call. Actually, I think Beryl maybe could, if Beryl has time to think about spell, contemplate on spell. I'm not sure about that. I could be wrong, but I think Beryl might be able to prepare that. Let me confirm here. I had not opened my sheet up yet, so I guess I have to wait for it to load. Yes. Beryl remembers Shaman showing Beryl this magic long ago. Beryl must practice and think on it, but could do tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Well, it is a thought. But if we are to chase down imps, I believe they are not likely to be found far from crystals, and crystals perhaps easier to track. Although again, if memory chambers are outside reach of Cord's scrying, then perhaps crystals also are held somewhere where they cannot be found. But it is a thought.
That is strange that if we are in the rooms, he can't scry us. It almost makes me wonder if we are actually within the rooms when we enter those memories.
Maybe tribe is banished in those moments. Beryl looks really frightened at her own thought.
It may be true. Again, these illusions, they are more real somehow than normal illusion because of whatever is empowered here. And an illusion of a different time perhaps might in some ways behave as other time. Scrying portal shows now, I believe. And if we are more truly in some other time, then perhaps beyond reach of scrying as well in this way. Again, there is too little known here. I would prefer to take answers by force from whatever is doing this.
Force maybe not give answers. Force maybe just kill answers.
Perhaps. But I grow tired of knowing too little to act with decision.
Beryl very uneasy in this place. Beryl happy to leave soon. Beryl wants her to finish quickly.
So we try to find an imp and search around.
To find imp, does tribe have to find another memory door?
Probably.
Yes.
She gives a big sigh.
And it would not go amiss to find healing potions mentioned by Cordes. Those would never go amiss.
Southeast, Cordes say?
Southwest, I believe.
Southwest, okay.
Alright, I'm going to take Cornelius out for now.
What happened? I saw him pop out of Discord.
I don't know. I'm not seeing him in Discord anymore. Not sure what happened to him.
Okay.
But I sent him a message. Hopefully he's coming back. We'll see. Alright, so you make your way down the hallway. It's very quiet in here. You don't hear anything in terms of noise or even the natural sound that the deep underground bunker would usually make. It sounds almost quieter than usual.
Beryl doesn't like.
There is little to like here, but we are not here by choice.
So you make your way down the hallway. As you get to the turn here, turning south, you do see a door. But Sim, the door looks familiar to you. It looks like a large stone temple door with the markings of the Bright One on it.
Well.
And a bit of a uncomfortable memory begins to come back to you.
there is unlikely to be anything pleasant behind this door, but it is one I know.
What are we going to find in there? Anakate asks.
Like you, I once lived under protection of order of a religious order of sorts. Um, they were scholars. This particular chapter house was orphanage as much as library. It drew many scholars, and it is there that I began my life in training, I suppose.
Well, most likely, if experience is any type of teacher, your memories are going to attack us. We should be prepared.
Yes,
Oh,
What's wrong, Beryl?
she's just preparing.
Oh,
I
Go ahead.
do not expect whatever memory waits behind the door to be a pleasant one, but to that extent, I expect this memory largely to be false, because for the most part, I only have pleasant memories of this place. I suppose the day we were evicted from facility was not pleasant, perhaps. But the Inquisitors did nothing to me that day. Well,
Have when we've been encountering these things, you'll have to forgive me because it's been a couple weeks since I played. Have we had some opportunity to differentiate what's real from what's not? Like, have there been saves? I can't remember.
I remember there being saving throws, but I don't know what they were for because it wasn't ambiguous what was happening when they were
Right,
passed or
and it
failed.
might have been different for each person or
Yeah.
situation, perhaps. Okay. Would I have any thought on what might help Sam if he's recognizing a door now and it might be his turn to face something like if I was gonna cast something like enhance ability or some sort of buff, like would I have any insight on what would actually help, or am I just kind of clueless? I guess.
it's hard to say.
Like I was thinking wisdom, but I'm really not. I honestly I can't remember 2 weeks ago when Beryl encountered her door and when Anna Kate encountered hers and stuff. Like
I mean,
I don't
it's
remember.
generally
As a
just
player.
been. It's generally just been memories from people's past that have been a bit unpleasant, and almost like the memories are trying to prod each person for what they're thinking or how they view this.
Yeah.
As if something intelligent is behind the memories.
Although it is
And
true that in Anna Kate's room, she was immediately enraged by what she found and sought to attack creatures, but there was some magic or some enchantment, I don't know, something that affected her mind when she entered the room. It made her attacks ineffective against the creature until we entered and something disturbed. So it is good thought, Beryl, that perhaps to be fortified against some form of interference is wise. I do not know what it would take, but I have spells for such.
Beryl can help maybe too before Sim touches door.
I think
If Sim going in, but Beryl not sure what to amplify. What skill to amplify? Maybe wisdom, maybe intelligence.
I do not know.
Yeah. Okay, hard to say, but maybe not stay so far behind as Tribe did for Anna Kate.
No,
like
I
30 seconds, long time.
I have no desire to face what is in there alone. If you will accompany me, I would be happy to enter all at once and disrupt memory as swiftly as possible.
Beryl has idea. Beryl become big bad creature and Sim ride creature in. Very impressive.
I have no opposition to this plan, but I am not a skilled rider.
Honestly, okay, so out of character, Sim, it's been a really long time actually, but in the very beginning of this group, Beryl used to be like, Beryl has idea, and she would give really bad ideas, like nine out of 10 times, and then the 10th time it was actually like a decent idea. So like you're allowed to be like, no, let's not do that right now.
I mean, it seems value neutral to me, likely
Right,
tactically.
right, exactly.
It wouldn't hurt anything, I don't think. But anyway.
She might like actually not be able to fit through the door.
Fair. Well, but if Tribe will accompany me as I enter, I see no reason not to disrupt whatever this is as quickly as possible. Although
Sorry.
Although if we are going in, we should have some plan for how to capture Imp or delay Imp rather than destroy if we are attempting to do something to Imp. It is worth noting, I believe, that until false memory space, place, location is disrupted, there is no door out, but I seem to remember some imps seemingly escaping space before we were able to create door by ending things. So holding them may be difficult.
Have there been? I don't know if I was about to say this in character, but honestly, out of character. Has the miasma been inside these rooms when we're in them in the illusion?
Only the very first place we found them, with the whispering things, and those had shadow creatures as well.
True. Yeah, I remember them now.
And actually, I don't know if that was a memory room or no, that was Barrel's memory room. Yeah.
So but like I remember, like didn't the rest of us see something different than the person whose memory room it is? So like even if they're maybe you guys were seeing miasma when the person in the memory wasn't or something.
So at the start, it seemed like I think Beryl was the first one to enter, and she was the only one that saw it. But as time went on, it seemed like you were all being pulled into the illusion together, almost like it was changing.
Oh, so if we go in together, like over time, they gradually begin to see it as well. If we're in the same room for a while.
Yeah, at least that's what happened after Beryl's room.
Yeah. Okay. And the very first, I feel like, didn't Anna Kate have a room first, or she resisted it? She didn't go in.
She resisted it, yeah.
That's right. Okay, and that's why I missed it because she got hers last week. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So Beryl has maybe Beryl has strong winds that maybe Beryl can try on miasma next time. Miasma is coming.
The crystals we have recovered seem to deal with miasma quite handily. Miasma is dispelled as soon as it comes in contact with crystal, and I would hesitate to think any other magic would do much because the miasma itself seems to repel any magical effect, and I believe magical wind would similarly be stymied by miasma. But we could try. But I think crystal's most reliable in dealing with miasma, or even shadow creatures. I remember shadow creatures were dispelled alongside miasma when we expended 2 of our crystal.
Who holding crystals now? All Reed?
Presently, we had 5. We had distributed them so that I believe Kate has 2, and the rest of us each have 1.
That's exactly what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna suggest. I didn't realize that already been distributed. Yeah.
It is simple enough to redistribute if need be, and as we acquire more, perhaps is wise. But for now, that seems well enough. We will have to expend 1 to get into Cathedral, so we have to budget as well.
Okay, Beryl ready to follow and help Tribe Cousin.
Very well.
She looks around at everyone else, hoping all the Tribe Cousins agree.
I'm ready.
Very well. Sim will cast resistance on himself before going in. Because it seems fine. Can't hurt. I'll drop concentration on it if I need to. And then I guess I'll actually step back and try to open the door telekinetically first, just to see if any bogeys jump out right when the door opens.
Is resistance a minute or a round?
I believe it's a minute. Let me double check.
Okay, that's decent. Yeah, get a little chance to look around before it dissipates.
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
All right.
Oh, I forgot to charge my headset after work today. I'm at 30%, guys. It just gave me a warning.
Uh-oh.
Blarg.
Steal Steve's.
I will go get my backup Steam. No, I guess I could steal his, yeah.
So
Kid.
Trey might be getting here soon. Do we want to try to give him a few minutes before we open the door?
Yeah, I think it'll be fine to wait a little bit.
Okay.
Is that what he meant by making a stop? That he was on his way soon? Or I wasn't sure what that meant. I didn't know if that meant like be another extra 30 minutes
no.
from what I originally said, or
Well,
No, he
sooner
said he
or
was going to
later,
be
yeah.
here in 20 minutes ago, and I expect he's just a little bit
yeah, I
behind
mean, pit stop implication is like it's a quick
bathroom.
stop. At least that's
Like he needed to get a mega gulp, or
Yeah, like usually, at least that's how I would read it. And it looks like our other player said he needs to step out, so I don't
Oh.
think he's coming back.
like today or for good.
Today. I'm assuming he's coming back next time, but I'll check in with him after this.
There was some background noise, so I hope everything's okay for him. Like there were some voices.
That was normal from last time. I was telling him
Oh,
that
okay.
I was telling him we need to do something about that.
Right, he said
I
his
mean, it's
living
fine. He
situation
might
is
just
such
have
that
roommates or whatever.
Yeah, but I
It's
mean,
just they were kind of insistent, not angry or whatever, but they seemed a little insistent. I'm like, oh, what's going on?
no, I mean it's just distracting. I mean, we have to try to make it so there's not any background noise if we can.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if there's something like a different place he could go for that or something.
hunkered out
Well,
in the car with all
I'm happy to give Anna-Kate time or to kind of open the doors and kind of get an idea of what we're looking at, but hold off the combat
Ray just
until we
hopped
have.
into the Discord, so
Ooh, look at
we're
that!
good.
Speak of the
I'm
devil.
gonna grab a Diet Coke real quick. I'll be right back.
Wait, but I don't. You said I don't see them. You
Don't
said they
see
just hopped in.
Trey's logged onto Discord.
Yeah,
Not in
Oh,
the
I
voice
see.
channel
Just
yet.
saw him
yeah.
come on
He just
live
logged in
online.
Discord.
Gotcha.
So I'll be right back.
It's probably just be a couple minutes.
Yeah. Every time I switch back to the main chat, that GIF like freaks me out.
You want
So
to
creepy.
do you want to spam the channel so it's not right there? Here.
Right? I do. I have to
Here we
switch
go.
back. It's just, there's a lot of times that happens with GIFs. Like they're amazing in the moment, but then you don't want to see them again and again and again. It's been for Mary's benefit. No, you're fine. You don't have to do that. I just need to minimize my screen. That's all. But that happens a lot though. There are GIFs that are like hilarious in the moment, and then once they sit there for a while, you're like, oh my god, get it away.
Yeah, Discord, or others like sort of simultaneously synchronous and asynchronous things have an issue with that. Like, yeah,
there should be a way to like turn it off where I could just be like, okay, stop the animation or whatever. Like the way Lou stops his spell effect animations and the.
Is there a way to do that?
I never thought about it before. There should be, but.
No, I'm just looking at the Discord. Like, if there's a thing to do, can you?
No, I don't see any options. But that would be nice.
Put in a feature request. I bet Discord could put that in, actually. Seems like the sort of quality of life improvement that they care about.
He's adding new ones for me. Aw, I'm really nice. Please don't squish me. Honestly, if real spiders looked like that, I probably would like them a little better. It's not that I don't like spiders. They're actually really, really fine with coexisting with spiders because they eat mosquitoes and everything.
Yeah.
Good for you. Just please make your webs all over, but don't come in my home. Don't come in my home. Don't bite me in my sleep.
Yeah,
So, my parents' house had a semi-chronic recurring ant infestation, and my room was the only room in the house that never had an issue, even though I left food out all the time because I just learned. Because I learned where all the spiders were, and I just let them be, or I would move them. So I everyone else would kill spiders, put them outside, and I had 6 of them in my room. I knew exactly where they were. I could look around and be like, "Yep, okay, none of them are gonna crawl on me," and then I could zone out, or whatever. And I did get bitten once. I woke up and it was bad, but when I was living in that house, I got bitten by ants so many times and I got bitten by spiders once, I was like, I'll take that trade. Like, I'd rather have spiders than most other bugs in a house. If your house doesn't already have a bug problem, then sure, toss the spiders outside or whatever. But it was
Yeah.
really good for me.
Well, we occasionally get the is it millipede? The ones with all
Millipedes.
the legs?
Yeah.
Well, not very often, but every now and then I see them. Oh, occasionally a spider. We had an ant problem when we first got the house, but we actually haven't had a problem in years. We just did some repellent or whatever around the door where we discovered that they were getting in.
Yeah.
And we've never had a problem for it's over a decade now. So
Nice.
but yeah, like, I don't know. For me, it's just like, if I could communicate with spiders, I'd be like, let's make a deal. I will make my yard, the sides of my house, whatever you want outside my home, like super like conducive to you. I won't nest on your webs, whatever. You eat all the mosquitoes you want, but don't come in my house.
So you can actually sort of set up spider colonies for certain species. If you know what the species of spider is, there are like certain
Really?
things that they will, some of them anyway, will like
Oh.
super preferentially seek out certain kinds of spaces, so you can like build a few.
Oh, interesting.
It does run the risk though that if you don't do it right or whatever, you could just end up making a place where they all breed, and then there's too many of them to fill for the space you've got, and then you have this horde of spiders running around.
Yeah. Well,
like,
I'm in the city now, so honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I grew up in the country. My husband's a city boy, but I grew up in the country, and like, to me, the spiders here in the city are like nothing. Like, I still don't want them in my home, but like, they're nothing. And in the country, like here in Ohio, the spiders they're harmless. We do have some spiders that aren't harmless in Ohio, but the spiders that we have in the country that are big, or like, okay, they're not big, but quote unquote big compared to city spiders, are, I think they call them wolf spiders, or at least that's what we call them around here. I don't know if that's the official name.
They're jumpers, but they don't typically bite people.
Yeah,
and they're not
they
dangerous.
jump. They jump and they're hairy. They're not like tarantula size hairy, but like they're hairy.
No, I grew up in Pennsylvania. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they seem bigger than they are. And so
spiders.
So that's what I like was used to when I was growing up in the country. But when I lived in the country, we had bats in the house, like that would get down the chimney, and like we had raccoons that would get into the garbage, and like, I mean, like, you know, we owned goats. I mean, you know, it was like so.
Yeah, I had a bird fly in my house through the chimney once. That was fun. But I'm not sure where Anna Kate is.
Yeah,
maybe
Trey
it's
just
taken.
went offline again.
Maybe pit stop was.
Maybe he like opened the Discord app on his phone, and that's why it looked like he logged into us or something.
Oh, he's back.
Out and back again.
Another good thing is one of his friends might be free to join, so I might recommend he join the Tuesday game since Steve is stepping out.
You mean Monday?
Oh yeah, Monday. Sorry, Monday game.
Or how about Wednesday? We need some strong players in there.
Wednesday's full right now.
Is it full? Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, Wednesday just filled up again.
I'm sorry. I've missed several lately, so I don't count on me to actually know what's going on currently. I need to catch back up with all my groups.
Well, you only missed the 1 week because you know.
Oh, I think I might have missed 2 on Wednesday, but I need to catch my brain. I don't know where I'm at with what's coming. I watched. Let's see. I watched something on Twitch this week. See, my brain isn't working. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I watched one on Twitch. I have a couple to catch up on yet.
So what's the preference? Do we want to keep waiting a bit, or do you guys want to go? I mean, I'm fine with either. I just want to make sure
I think we should
people
move
don't feel like
forward.
I'm wasting the time.
It might be a few minutes before we actually begin combat rounds anyway. So let's move in. Let's roll Anna Kate so that when he does come online, she can just jump in. He can jump in as her.
Well, I was more thinking she might be interested in seeing some of Sim's backstory as well.
Oh, but yeah, that's true.
That's more what I was thinking about. I mean, combat's easy. I could just play him with the macros, but I meant like storyline stuff. I guess you could always come back and watch it on the streams, though.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm up for continuing if you all want to. Do you have a preference, Reed?
I don't really have a preference.
Okay. And so, Beryl, you said, or Miri, you said we should continue. Sim, do you have a preference?
No, not really. Let's
I guess
yeah, I mean, We're burning time, so let's just.
Oh, and
go,
I
guess.
wasn't necessarily saying like, yes, let's go, let's just push for it. But yeah, I'm kind of on the like whatever as well.
All right.
All right.
So
I don't like when people wait on me, so that's why I'm usually a little more towards just go.
yeah.
Yeah, makes
All right.
sense.
So Sim, you said you're gonna try to open the door using your
Mage hand, yeah.
mage hand.
Wanna see if
So
it works.
I think this door might be a little bit heavier than 5 pounds, so that might not
Yep.
work.
Yeah, heavy doors are a thing. I just thought I would try it. In that case, I will step forward and open the door the old-fashioned way.
Alright, so as you open the door, you see a familiar white light coming from inside, swirling around.
And I assume I see nothing.
You would all see the white light.
Oh, okay. I will look to Sim to see his reaction.
This is what happened last time.
Yes, it is
with
true.
Anikate.
This is what we expect to see. So follow closely. I do not wish to be lost alone here for long. And then we'll just step forward.
I'd like to think that Gamark and Anikate are like right up here with us.
It's
The
alright.
front
I can
line.
tank. I'm tanky. It's good.
Are you tanky? Really?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
pretty,
you know, more
he's
or less.
pretty tanky. Alright, so the group steps through together. Right?
That is what I requested. I guess
I
someone
will
could renege
play-
at the last minute.
I will play Gamark if it means the difference in combat.
Yeah. Actually, if you want, you can play Gamork Mary. You helped create him, right?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, let me give you control of Gamork for the time being.
And Steve's really sorry, everyone. He wanted to like be engaged.
been there.
It was hard to find the time and place.
I've been there wanting to do it badly enough to go for it, even though it wasn't sustainable. It happens.
Yeah.
Oh, did we just get an Anikate?
Yeah.
There it is.
Here.
Speak of the devil.
Yo.
Welcome.
Oh, really?
Do you know if he's playing next week, Mary, or is he just stepping out?
Honestly, I don't know. He,
Okay.
I mean, we have no intention of like getting a refund or whatever. No, we want to pay you through the end of the month.
Well,
And we've been talking
was,
about it a couple of weeks, like whether or not, like, hey, he falls asleep more often than not. So does he want to stay? And he kind of wanted to, but it's just not realistic. So,
yeah.
so yeah, I don't know. He will probably try to play, but it's hard to say. Like he couldn't even stay awake to eat dinner when he got home tonight. So.
Well, I was just asking because I do have Trey's friend who is interested in joining. So if he didn't want to, I could probably bring. Trey's
If
friend
you
in.
have someone
do-
interested, please bring them. Please.
I
Bring them.
should give a huge caveat here, Lou. He just joined my game. Yesterday was his first session. He is the younger brother of a player that's been in my game since the beginning.
Oh, okay.
man.
So I
you're
don't
not
really
sure.
know him that well. I mean,
I
he
see.
seems great. I mean, I've had 2 conversations with him. He's very mature. He's learning the game.
Well,
I say mature.
He's 18, right?
Right. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It made it sound, when I said it's very mature, it made it sound like
He's
he
a
was.
little kid. Yeah.
Well,
didn't
no,
mean it
but I
to
mean,
sound
there's
like
been
that.
plenty of like people that are new to D&D, no matter their age. There's been people that are new to D&D and lose games. So I don't know that that's necessarily.
I'm just saying, like, I don't really want to, like,
You
if he
can't super
turns out.
endorse him as a player.
That's what I'm saying. If he turns out to be a jerk or something, or if he doesn't,
We
or if he
all
doesn't,
just like
hey,
He's like
we
setting
all
up
just
the-
just give him dirty looks. Well, I always
and-
charge before, like, unless he's gonna like just not pay his bill next month. But
No, I guess what I was saying is like we are not expecting a refund in any way, and if Steve happens to be awake and be able to stay awake next week, he would play if we were
All right.
short. But absolutely, if you have a new player, bring them in as soon as they want to come in, because that's someone who's looking to continue. And that's not a problem.
Well, that was the other thing. It seems like he's very new to D&D, so it might not be a good starter game since you guys are all level 11 or so.
Yeah, it's not what I would choose to jump someone into.
It's either
yeah,
that or
might be a
the
little much for
the
him.
Saturday game. So I don't know. We're in the middle. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, you all step into the room.
Oh, by the way,
into the
Anna-Kate, we're
light.
stepping into Sims fantasy here, so you're in it now.
Memory.
Oh,
Memory, not fantasy.
I was gonna say, like,
Memory.
I'm a bit worried.
So you step into an area that looks familiar to you, Sim, as a bunch of
Wish.
figures begin to fade into view. As you come into the room and look around, it does definitely look like your old temple. You would see several guards grabbing some of the priests there and yelling at them, while other members of your old temple lay dead on the floor. Nearby, you notice a familiar person who turns to you. It almost seems like everything's kind of going in slow-mo, and the figures who are talking don't seem like they're actually making any sound. The figure turns to you and says, "Sometimes I wonder, did we make the right choice when we just left?"
Oh. Even here it is good to see you again. In a place like this.
He nods. He says, "It's good to see you too." He looks down at the woman who's kind of coughing, spattering blood, and like bleeding out, and he says, "Do you remember her name?"
Aw.
Then we'll look sort of down, sort of leaning over to get a better look at her face.
It's up to you whether you remember her or not.
To be honest, I remember her face, but her name... It was so many years ago.
He says, "It feels like that sometimes, doesn't it? All these faces, time, it just all blends together. These people were close to us, but I can barely even see them anymore."
Hold a moment. Tim glances around. I came here looking for something. I would like to see if it is here.
He says, "I think we're both looking for something." And he kind of looks around as well. He says, "Do you think things would have been different if we stayed?"
Likely so. We would have been slain or starved. We were ordered to disperse.
Maybe we could have done something. Maybe we could have fought back. I know we were younger then, but there's always the chance, isn't there? There's always hope. If you
Until
look,
you are dead, Dimel.
he nods.
It is.
He says, "If you look
You are,
at, or go ahead."
you are the one of us who had hope. And look, you died. And after that, well,
He says, "Do you think I would have died if we had stayed? I'm not sure sometimes. Maybe a different path would have led us to a different fate. Maybe I'd be standing here next to you right now. I mean, actually, standing here next to you."
there is little I would not give to see that. But here, no. Had you lived, we would be elsewhere. The capital, perhaps.
"Perhaps," he says. "Perhaps some of these people would have lived too, but it's hard to say." He says, "She's watching you, you know. She's judging you, keeping notes of how you react to all this. I'm not sure if she enjoys it. It's almost like she has to do it."
She, you say? Is this the Tinder?
He says, "I don't know. I'm not sure what it's called, but I feel it summoning my presence." And you would see, as he's talking now, things are blurring a bit, and you see the people who are standing here starting to speed up a little bit more as their features contort and shift a bit. He says, "I'm sorry I couldn't do more to help you, Sim. I miss the times we had together." I
I
hope.
wish I could receive those words in the spirit in which they were intended, but to be truthful, I more feel offended that she has seen fit to use your face and voice.
He sighs and says, I know. If it is any solitude to you, my existence is based off the person who you once knew. He says, I'm not a complete echo. And with that, you see the creatures starting to move, as I said, a bit strangely, and they begin to change form.
Was any of this visible to the rest of us, or
Oh
like
yeah,
were
you
we
were all
just
seeing this.
we were all seeing the same thing as him? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because I thought with the earlier visions that we didn't see what the person whose memory it was seeing.
Yes, with the earlier ones you did not, but as time went
Okay.
on, they started revealing it to all of you. So you see these two kind of shift around and now turn towards the group as if seeing you for the first time.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'll light the lantern of revealing and set it down again if I have time for that.
Can I just cast a moonbeam?
Well, we have to do initiatives. I'm just
Okay.
making these guys appear.
Should have lit it before I walked in. Oh well.
Yeah, you probably could have attacked them while all this was happening.
Well, but they were. If we were seeing the same thing as him, then they did not look hostile yet. So
No, they
I don't think
definitely
we would have.
They weren't.
Yeah, so
hostile
I don't
yet.
think it makes sense for any of us to attack before now. Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and give me initiative rolls.
Are these all things we've seen before? From
Yeah,
the token,
these are-
this looks pretty creepy.
Yeah, that thing. We fought it. We fought a couple of them actually in Cornelius'
I see
room
it.
and
Okay.
Kate's. It
I found it in the journal. Yeah. Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah.
the thing with the enrage ability, so don't heal around it. I don't know what the radius is, but
Oof.
I healed Anna Kate
And
while
the
she was
other one
standing
looks
next to it.
like
And originally.
all right, and the other one looks like a mummy or something. What is? I'm trying to find it in the
Lou called
journal.
them the Lost.
I found the hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the hungry and the lost. One has like the weird spiky hands, and the other one is the large gaping
Oh right,
mouth.
the Lost. The Lost wants to hug you. It's multi-attack.
Where do I find the lost? Is he?
It should just be under the. Here, I'll reveal them, I guess.
I found the hungry. I just don't see the lost. Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, the Lost has 2 attacks, and if it lands both of them, it hugs you, and something presumably terrible happens.
No hugs.
Yeah. I don't know what happens, but
You probably don't want it to happen.
you don't want to find out, I don't think.
All right.
And that is mostly what we learned of tactical significance in the last fights.
Okay.
The hugs are bad.
No hugs.
Don't
makes
kill
Beryl
while the
very
hungry thing is next
sad.
to you.
Oh, actually, I don't think I revealed the lost to you. That's probably why you don't see them.
Oh, I feel like I might have.
No hugging, no healing.
This is
What are you
No
gonna do,
hugging, no
Beryl? What are you gonna do?
So this is what the lost look like.
Oh, I feel like I've seen him before. Not in this game, but I don't remember anything about him. But the picture seems familiar. I feel like I might have fought him in some game.
Alright, so Reed, you are the first to act as these abominations begin to
Oh,
approach.
wait. I'm sorry. I never rolled. Did I roll? I didn't roll.
No, you did not.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that. I was looking for the the pictures.
So I
what we were
think,
thinking.
Reed, you are still first. What do you want to do?
I'm just kind of guessing from the last time that the imps are hiding somewhere in this room, so I'm going to cast a synaptic static
Clever.
and put it just right there.
Okay.
Oh right, last time hurting Kata hurt Anna Kate, so you probably don't want to hurt Demel. Good placement.
Yeah, you're not sure. Demel is still standing there, almost looking sorrowful at what's happening. So... Sorry. That is going to hit those three and possibly others, as there is a large synaptic static. I'll roll them first. Was that con save or int save?
Int.
Alright, so DC 18.
Man, I want one of them rods.
Yep.
Okay, I mostly don't cast things that have attack rolls or.
Is that half on save?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. This doesn't look like any of them made it. Not very smart. And they take 29 damage. And...
Come on, crystals rattling to the floor.
And you would see two creatures appear. And just suddenly get destroyed as their heads explode from the synaptic damage. Anything else? Read.
No, I'm gonna. Well, I don't. We are kind of all bunched up here. I guess I will move up to here.
All right.
Cool. Just out of curiosity, did the turn for Beryl and Gamork show up? Because I was in whisper mode when I did them, so I'm not sure how that works.
I don't see Gamork on there, but I see Beryl.
On the turn order?
Yeah, I don't see Gamork. Oh, no, wait, no, I do. He's there. Everyone's
Okay,
there.
cool. All right, cool. I knew I was in whisper mode for both, and then I realized that I was, so I figured they either all showed or didn't.
Alright, so the Lost goes next. This one here is going to rush forward. And it is going to... Let's see, who's it going to attack? It's going to attack Beryl. So it lunges at you with its pointy spike arms, doing its multi-attack. 2 spike attacks. 18 versus AC?
Hits. No, it doesn't. That misses. Sorry.
Alright, so your little shield would deflect the attack, just barely. But 23, I assume, is going to get
That
you.
definitely hits, yeah.
Alright, so you take an arm spike for 13 as it kind of just manages to scratch you a bit with a glancing blow.
13?
Yep.
Okay.
13 piercing. Remember, you have temp HP as well.
Yeah, 9 of that is so -4.
Did we get a short rest before this?
No.
Oh.
Although it says you're at full health.
No,
Well,
oh.
sorry, go ahead.
Are you not actually at full health?
Who are you asking?
You, Anikate.
I'm at 60 out of 63.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Oh,
that
you
wasn't
mean
the reason
for
I
the
was
key
asking.
points? Yeah. No.
Well, because you said she has temp hit points, so I didn't know if.
I wasn't
Beryl
here
didn't
last
take any
week.
damage
Yeah,
last
she
fight.
didn't take
Oh,
any
okay,
damage.
okay.
That's why.
So I don't know.
Neither
yeah,
did I,
yeah.
for that matter.
unless I should have taken damage and it just never got counted because I wasn't here and wasn't playing that
No,
character.
you were sort of in the background anyway. Sim, what
Okay.
are you gonna do?
Gosh. I will. Step here and use a bonus action to shove Beryl 5 feet back, unless she chooses to resist.
I do not.
And then. I guess. Actually, then I'll step back to my former position and aim 3 Eldritch Blasts at this Lost right here in front of me.
Alright, you take 3 shots at him. 24 will strike with the first for how much?
Oh, ow. I'm using roll 20 for the first time.
Alright, so he takes 8 points of damage. Do you push him?
Yeah, I'll push him 10.
Alright, he falls, or is pushed back a bit. 15 will hit as well.
Wow, alright.
Blasting a second time for 7. And the 16 will hit for another 10. You finish off the 3 blasts. Anything else?
No, that is all from me.
Alright, the hungry goes. He is hungry for Reed. He did not like your little psionic stunt. He's going to use multi-attack. So he gets a bite and a claw. Claws at you. 15 versus AC.
No.
Alright, so you dodge out of the way of the first attack. He then does his massive bite at you. 25 versus AC.
That hits.
So he gnaws at you with 12 piercing and 16 necrotic. 28 total.
Minus 9 is 20, 19.
Yeah, 19. For some reason, oh, there it goes. Okay. All right, so that's it for him, finishing his turn. This guy goes. He is also unhappy with you, so he's going to rush at you, doing his double arm spike. 14 would miss, but 24 would strike, stabbing you for 19 piercing.
I'm going to use my... I'm going to take the 19, but I'm going to use my reaction to do my teleport away thing.
Alright, so as you get stabbed, you disappear into I believe it's a cloud of mist, right?
Yep.
Okay. So where are you teleporting to?
Go down here.
Okay, so you take 19, teleporting down there. You're still visible, right?
No, I'm invisible to the start of my next turn.
Okay. So the next one goes.
Gamork, I think, should be next.
There's still more lots to go.
Oh, did you
No.
subtract a -6 from those because they failed their int saves?
I did not.
D6, right. They gotta roll D6 with those.
I'll stick Gamork in now, I guess. Gamork here. I'll do a quick D6 roll on that last one. But yeah, he still hit because he rolled pretty high. Gamork, what are you gonna do?
I mean, he's just gonna pew. I don't really remember all of his abilities, so let's shoot at this one that's closest here.
Alright, so you take aim with your bow, firing at that guy who Sim just blasted back. If you, if you do highlight his token, it should have all the macros that he has.
Yeah, but they're all jumbled. 19 and 20.
Yeah, so both of those would strike.
It's a third attack too, I think.
And boop.
So, actually, do you have... Is it dark in here? I don't see if anyone has a light source.
Oh, it looks pretty bright. Someone's got to have a... Anna Kate has a light source, right?
Yeah, if it's dark, I would be holding the ring with continual flame out.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, someone must have a light source.
Because it's not dark vision showing in the room, yeah.
I think it is Anna Kate.
Oh, wait.
No, maybe not.
Wait, I have goggles of night now, so I would be...
Maybe Cornelius?
Well, he's not in here, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright then.
I don't know.
Weird. Why is it lit up?
I don't know who has light.
Someone
Yeah.
Is the room
light
lit?
source
Did my
on.
memory light the room?
I mean, I guess the room would probably be lit anyway in your memory. so I guess it wouldn't be that big of an issue. Whenever I click on Barrel's token, my game just dies.
What?
Because
So
you all
don't do
your
it.
macros. It gets really angry.
I don't have that many.
I don't know, for some reason, however you
I mean,
put them
when
together.
when
it's-
you did your thing that added macros to my token, because I already had my major actions as macros on my token, and then you added all of everything on my sheet to my token. I like deleted most of them because there were so many, it didn't make sense.
I wonder if it's the icons on them. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It's fine.
The emojis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have emojis on a couple because it like draws my eye to them and makes them easier to find quicker. Yeah.
So
That's a
Gamork,
good idea.
that was 20 points of damage.
That's all. I'm not gonna do anything
He
like.
gets a third shot, I think. He's level 11.
Does he get a third? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I thought you got a third
Oh, you're
shot.
right. You're right. He does. Sorry. Okay, let me do that. I was
will
thinking
take
of
it.
my
He's a fighter.
longbow.
No, 14 unfortunately would
Okay.
miss.
All right, I'm gonna have him step back. I just
Uh,
want to make sure.
I
Can he
take-
step into the doorway or? Oh, yeah. I guess. It looks like it.
So the doorway is shut right now. You don't see a way of exiting.
Oh, okay. Well,
He could
then I guess
squeeze
he-
in there, but then there'll be
No, that's
yeah.
fine. That's fine. I just want to make sure we can all do our thing without, since he's not really here. I'll just kind of do minimal stuff with him. That's my turn. That's his turn.
Alright, so this guy looks wounded from those shots. Next up is this guy. Oh, and actually, to make it easier, since I'm doing individual initiatives, I'm just going to mark them. But he kind of heard the magic of Reed's teleport. He's very mad about your
no.
AoEs. He's going to rush over here and attack you at disadvantage and a minus d6.
Oh,
12 becomes a 7, that would miss. 20 becomes a 19, but you get him to roll a d6 and minus that. So go ahead, Reed. I'll give you the honor. 19 becomes a 15, which I believe would miss you. Alright, so he seems distracted by the lingering synaptic. Is there a save for that, or is that just for a minute?
I think they can save every turn.
Alright, so let me do those saves while I'm thinking about it. Not that they're going to make it, because intelligence is definitely not their strong suit.
Hey, it's a d20, you know. There's 20 on there.
Alright, so int save. Boop bloop. -1, nope, that would fail. Int save. This guy. A 1, no, that would fail. And this guy. 12, which I think would fail as well. I don't know if these guys are physically capable of making... I think they have to roll a natural 20. Okay, so that's it for that one. Next would be this one back here. He is going to... He runs forward and attacks Sim. Trying to spike you with his arms. 16 and 11, I believe, would both miss.
Gonna do it.
You block with your shield. That's it for him. And a Kate.
All right. I'll say, Sim, you got those two. And without waiting for him to answer, 5. Oh, I can't move. 10. 15. Punch. Or, no, swing the sword at the lost. Oh, I have no key. Crap. Crap.
we knew going into this that some of us were low on resources.
Well, 24 would strike as you stab that guy. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then we'll call out.
Very
Finish the one who prevents healing first.
That's the hungry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Then my next attack is going at him.
Okay.
Oh!
Natural 1.
Harsh.
No, he would parry your attack with his arms, slapping it away.
Alright, here's my bonus action attack. Also misses.
Oh man,
Alright.
harsh.
Anything else?
I'm just ready to get smacked. What's my armor class wrong?
Alright, Beryl. What are you going to do?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's cast Moonbeam. I'm gonna do
Oh,
level.
and these guys did drop the crystals when they died, the two imps.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna do level
Moonbeam-
4. Level 4 Moonbeam. And
Yeah, how you like me
Farrell's
now?
gonna like look at Sim and be like, "Wah! They don't look friendly. They're very nasty looking." I don't know, something like that.
Alright, so mark yourself as concentrating.
And did that didn't subtract the spell, did it? Or did it?
I didn't see the spell cast yet.
Oh, okay. Let me do that
You
again.
might need to click the spell.
Well, the problem is when I click it, it doesn't. It just automatically takes the spell level instead of the
Right,
level
it'll
that
let
I'm
you up,
casting
yeah.
it at.
You have to go
Yeah.
back and change things anyway. Yeah.
So, all right.
Uh,
So I might as well just do it my way.
It doesn't
Yeah, okay.
prompt you for the level you're casting it at.
Nope, I didn't.
So you
That's
might.
okay. I adjusted my spell levels. So, all right.
It should ask you if you want. You can just re-pull it from the compendium. It might just be a bad version of it.
Well, no, I don't want to do that because that'll change my macros, and I've adjusted all my macros.
Oh, wow.
Like that's just like well, when you the problem is that your AI does the spell level
Well-
reduction or counter off or whatever based on you clicking it from the spell page, and I have made all my macros so I never have to go to the spell page ever. I can like
Well, your
control my character
macro-
without ever.
So when you pull it on, the macro should make an actual macro on your front page too, as well as the spell. When you,
Well, it should, but I've adjusted all of those. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
I just it
So-
I've built my character so I never have to open my stupid character sheet because I really don't like the Roll20 character sheet. So I do it all with my macro bar, not just the token macros, but my actual macro bar at the bottom.
all
of
right.
the
Well,
screen.
just go ahead and link the actual spell, the description.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. That's why I
But wait,
watched
if you
the
cast the
stream.
spell, don't you have to go to your spell page anyway to minus the spell slot?
Nope.
Oh, can you minus it from somewhere else or?
Yeah. But that's why I was watching the stream. Trey, you controlled one of my characters last week. I can't remember which one. Was it Otto?
Yeah, I think it was Otto.
Yeah, that's why it didn't come through right. You were like casting the spell from the spell page, and if you cast it from the front page or from his token macros, it would have worked. But that's why. Yeah. Because I have it so the only thing I go to the spell page for is to cast to show the spell descriptions. Yeah. Anyway, it's fine. It's all good.
All right. Well, you minus your spell slot, cast the spell, mark yourself as concentrating, and
That's
that is
all for my turn.
it for you. Reed. So you're invisible. This thing is lurking around you, trying to stab you, but it doesn't seem to have seen you yet. Would you appear right now, or do you appear at the end of your turn?
I appear right now.
All right. So you once again appear.
And I'm going to move that a little bit forward so I get those 3. And then cast another Synaptic Static.
How many of these can you cast?
I have 4. I had 3 at the beginning of today's session. So
Okay.
I have 1 more after this.
All right. So you get 5 per short rest.
No.
4. Normally I would get 3 from my level, and then I get an extra 1 from the rod.
Oh.
But that's only once a day. The rod is only once a day.
True.
Okay,
Right.
well, I just know we haven't done a short rest, and I thought you only got 2 of these. So, maybe I'm misremembering the rules. But you said you get 4 of them usually?
at the start of a day, yeah.
Okay. So there is another blast of energy. And they have to make some saving throws. So more int saves. One of them actually made it.
Heyo.
The other two would fail. And this guy here is now looking wounded as he's bleeding from his nose and mouth. And this guy up here looks very wounded. Unfortunately, the hungry still looks pretty fresh and ready to go. Anything else, Reed?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, so this one here goes next. He's going to rush over at Sim, trying to impale you on his arm claws. Ka-chunk. Crit.
Oh, I don't like that.
So, second attack looks like it missed, but he did hit a crit with the first one, stabbing you for 29 damage. As one of his claws kind of pierces your armor a bit, but luckily not enough to actually wound you.
Good, I'm good.
Okay, and that is it for him. Sim. So, as you're kind of getting ready to do your turn, Sim, you kind of feel like things are slowing down once again. Dimmel would once again look at you and say, I am still curious, Sim. Do you think we made the right decision?
Right is for every person. For me, yes, it was right.
He says, even though it ended up getting me killed. Over time.
Perhaps, yes. Perhaps even with death.
Right.
I do not think you were destined for a long life, my friend.
Give me a wisdom save.
Alright, it's almost certainly been more than a minute, though. That was a pretty long conversation before we engaged in combat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just let's think.
Alright. So you feel resolved in your answer, and you get to attack with advantage this turn.
Nice.
Great.
As you feel confidence surging.
Okay, well, before I attack, I'm going to use my bonus action to attempt to pull Reed 5 feet closer to me.
You gonna let him read?
Yep.
So he kind of pulls you up on the altar. I guess over here.
Yep. That's the idea. And then I will just aim 3 more blasts at the lost that I have, that was previously wounded by me and Gabor.
That would be this one.
The one directly south of me, yeah, sorry.
Alright.
I just pinged it.
So you take some shots at him with advantage. 24 would strike once for 5.
Hey!
That is a crit. For another 9.
My crits are not impressive! Take with advantage, that one hits.
Yeah, 18 would strike again for another 5. And that is it for you?
Yep.
Alright, the hungry goes.
I am a tank and a healer. I am not DPS.
He starts his turn in the lasers, which is a con save, right, Peril?
In the moonbeam, yes. It's fun that.
So 12 I think would fail. Right?
Fun. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so go ahead and give me a damage roll on that.
Sorry. I was in the mark sheet. Level
So.
Oh shoot! It took my shot slot. Make a different macro.
Yeah. It might.
I have it on some of the other characters. I guess I haven't done where I make separate macros for the things that endure through multiple turns.
Yeah, I know there's the initial cast one, which should take the spell. Unfortunately, if you recast it with that macro, it'll do the spell slot. But anyway,
Yeah.
it is struck for 25.
Let's see.
It seems very upset by all this. It's going to move out of the moonbeam and lunge at Anakate, doing a claw and a bite. 16 versus AC. I believe would miss you, right? You muted, Anakate?
Yep, forgot I was muted.
No worries.
Yep, sorry. Yep, that misses.
17 versus AC. I believe would miss you as
Also
well.
misses.
Alright, so you kind of dodge back and forth as this thing is trying to grab and bite at you. That would be it for the creature. The loss goes. Where is he? He's in the moonbeam. Alright.
Yeah.
So he has to make a save.
Yeah,
Constitution.
Nope.
Get melted. Rolled a 19, so I think it's half damage.
Do I roll again, or do you take the same damage as the last round?
Go ahead and roll again, because it's a different turn.
It's going to take the spell slot again, but I'll fix it. So,
Alright,
I don't
so
have a chance.
27, that's fine. Half to 13, and he goes down.
Still gets melted. Haha.
He is melted by the moonbeam. That's it for him. Gamork.
He's just going to pew-pew. I closed his character sheet.
Who's he
Didn't mean to,
pewing
but-
at?
Probably, where are we at? Let's do this one. Would he have cover?
Light cover from Sim.
He's going to move over.
Step out.
And then-
Fire. Step back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, so you
And he's
step
just going to
out.
pew-pew.
Yeah, and that is a clear shot. 17. All three of those would strike as you plant 3 arrows in this guy. 13, 20, 31. Good volley.
Jeez. Fighters, man.
He is very unhappy with you. Anything else?
No, he'll leave it at that.
Alright. The loss to the south goes. He is going to continue his assault on Reed. He jumps up here and is going to stab at you.
Oh, I should have shot at him. Sorry.
13 would miss, but 19 versus AC.
I'm gonna use shield.
You do have that D6.
Oh right. Can I roll the d6 and
Yeah.
then if I don't?
Go ahead, roll a D6 first. So the mental static once again would interfere, bring him down to a 15, and he sort of side swipes at you, missing.
It's a good spell.
That is it for him. This guy here was not a fan of Gamork's little volley, so he's going to rush up. 21 versus AC.
That lands, I think.
Yeah, I always ask in case someone's using a reaction or something. It gives you a chance to say something. So Barrel, that would hit Gamork, I believe, right?
Oh, great question. His AC is 20.
Okay, so he is struck once for 13 piercing.
Okay.
Second arm spike is a 12, so that would miss. They never get to hug anyone. That is it for him. And
We have a high AC
He
party.
just want a hug. I
I
didn't
just
even
want to hug.
was wounded before this. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Okay, anyway.
All right. I'm just wailing away at the big mouth in front of me. Ah,
15. No, he would dodge that one.
jeez.
Oh, wow.
dodges.
I apologize. I should not have even shown up tonight. That was obviously my mistake.
No apologies
Oh, wow.
necessary.
Annika is just freaked out by this thing. She's all
I've had-
turned around.
This is the
I've
way
had
statistics work. You're tanking all of our bad luck. You're rolling all the ones for us.
I've had 3 nat ones so
Yeah.
far in my 6 attacks.
Yeah, but no one else has had one. We're good.
3 nat ones and a 2.
Anything else, Anna Kate?
Well, I mean, what more can I do after that? Really?
I mean, I had a nat 1 in my initiative, so.
Yeah.
Yes, my initiative was a 2 also. So let's
It's
just recap. Of my 7 rolls so far,
it's a bit
3
of
1s, 2 2s,
it's a bit of a night for Anna Kate. She's having a bit
a
of
5, and a 14.
an auspicious evening for sure. Beryl, what are you doing behind Sim as he's taking these 2 guys?
Oh, great question. I guess I'm gonna try and I don't know. I'll move the moonbeam down here, and gosh, what kind of bonus action? She's gonna be like, all right. So I can move through my allies. Does that include moving through? Like, okay, can I move here?
Yeah. Passing through me is difficult terrain.
You can't move through those 2 diagonally. You would have to go around.
That's what I thought. Okay,
Oh.
alright. 5, 10, 15.
Unless you knocked one of them down.
I think you have enough movement to get around south. Yeah. Without a copy.
Oops. Yeah. 15, 30. Alright, I'll get here. And I will become giant constrictor snake. Ensnarl.
Alright, so Beryl suddenly turns into a large constrictor snake.
There's so many. There's so many. I can't find it sometimes anymore. Alright, let's do.
This is how it feels. How would you like to get hugged?
Where did I put?
It should be under
Okay.
shape changes and resources.
No, I was trying to find Beryl. I was like, where did Beryl go?
Oh,
did you already remove her?
Yeah, I removed her.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, where'd she go? All right, so I'm totally crowding the Edward Cullen or whatever. Oh no, I'm not. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever the
On
dude
the
that
altar.
was talking to Sim is. All right.
Is that it for you?
So yeah, I've already used my action to move the moonbeam, so I'm just threatening here and hoping to get attacked, and that's my turn. Also, what is this right here? Is this an altar or something? Or
Yeah, it's an altar.
okay, all right. But I'm okay where I'm at.
I mean, you're kind of squeezing there a little because of the altar, but I mean, you're a snake, so you're probably fine.
All right, that's my turn.
Reed, what are you doing?
I was actually considering going for a melee weapon, but I think I'm just gonna stick with a cantrip and just light a bonfire underneath the feet of this lost in front of me.
Okay.
Really doesn't want to be in that square.
So
we have to make a dex save, DC 18, or take 10 fire damage.
All right.
He should definitely run away from Ensnarl. Just saying.
Out 10 on a 3d8.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
He gets
It's not that
16 failing, so he takes 10 points of fire damage. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. The Lost goes. Where is he? There's so many.
Just south of me, I think, is the one
Oh,
that's
yeah,
active.
that one. All right. So he is going to kind of look at you and look at Ensnarl. He's going to go for you though, because you keep blasting him. So he is going to lunge at you and try to give you a hug. Hugs.
No hug.
Hugs. Well,
Denial
13
technique.
would miss, but 25, I believe, would hit you.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Let's get the spread of rolls here. So you were struck for 22 piercing as he stabs you a bunch. That is it for him. Sim. So once again, things are kind of slow as you feel yourself getting ready to attack, and your friend Dimmel would say to you, I'm curious, do you still speak with the Bright One? Is he still influencing you after my demise?
It could not fail to do so. That is not a bond lightly shaken off.
Do you think he really cares for us, for you?
As much as anything like that one can.
Give me another wisdom save. Alright, so you feel once again kind of emboldened by your faith in the Bright One, and you have advantage on attacks this turn.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep blasting this one to the south. Want a little less confidence here.
Alright. 24 will strike him for... Oh wait, no, sorry. 27 will strike him for 7. As one of his stabby arms gets blown off. 16 will strike him again. And his face is just exploded.
Oh, yeah. Maybe third one.
Unfortunately, the third one does still have to go for him because you cast him all once. So you just blast this crap out of him as his body goes flying.
Cool.
That is it for... Oh, and actually, I'm going to erase these soldiers because they vanished. That is it for you, right? Nope, and I had deleted Barrel. Sorry, Barrel. I'll pull you back out. That's it for you.
I'm used to it.
And it depends on where Barrel is. I might try to pull Reed out of there again if I can, if I have line with that.
Here. Or a little lower than that, maybe.
Oh no, pulling Reed wouldn't do anything good. Alright, that's all for me then.
Okay. The Hungry goes. So he is going to... What's he gonna do? I guess Anicate's... Did someone else hit him, or has it just been Anicate?
And the Moonbeam.
The Moonbeam.
And the synaptic static.
Yeah. I think he's gonna keep going for Anicate. So he claws at you. 27 versus AC.
Well, that's just gonna hit.
You don't want to get the 1d6 off?
I mean, it's not
21 would still hit, right? Yeah.
Alright, so you are slashed for 13 points of damage. And then he goes to bite you. 17 versus AC?
That misses.
Alright, so you avoid his deadly maw, but you do get cut a bit. Still looking pretty good, not bleeding yet. That is it for the Hungry. I'm going to say he wanders down this way. I don't know why, but this map is being super laggy. The Lost goes. He is dead, so I'll remove him. Gamork goes.
Okay. If he moves forward 5 feet, does he have any cover? Oh, sorry.
If who moves forward?
Oh, I don't know. It's not moving for me. Look here. Try that. Okay. When I use the arrow keys, it works. So, does this dude have cover from him? From the point?
Yeah, sort of, because you do have his friend standing there still.
And you're also dealing with disadvantage from that Lost right next to him.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, because he's still in. Yeah.
Shit. All right. Well, I don't know. All right, let me just go with it. I guess no. Would he do disadvantage and negative cover? Okay, I don't know.
You could just shoot the one in front of you. That would just be disadvantage.
Yeah. All right. But if I just let go of my bow and draw his sword, then I can just attack differently, right? Attack melee.
Yeah, if you want to
drop and draw.
Yeah, your
that's I feel like what he does when melee. So we're just gonna drop it. drop my longbow and longsword attack 3 times on the one to the south of me.
Alright, so mark yourself with the new weapon and go ahead.
I will.
Cut. Unfortunately, I don't think he's as good with the longsword because that uses strength.
So only 1 attacks.
No,
Well,
one
you
hit.
get 3, but it's
Oh wait, I didn't see the rolls.
Oh,
They're
it
whispered
didn't
or
consider.
something.
Okay.
yeah, I didn't
No.
see any rolls.
Oh shit! Where is it? Sheet? Sorry. All right. 1, 2, 3.
So 13 would miss, and 14 would miss, but you would land a hit with a 19, cutting him for 4
He's
points of
doing-
damage.
I think. Does he have a shield equipped? Let me look here.
He
Not
wouldn't
with the
because
bow.
he's he was using a bow.
No, he does not have a shield equipped.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that I guess that would be 2 hound. I don't have that.
Unfortunately, it's the portal roll, but yeah. it'd be
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay. So anything else?
Nope. That's all he's got.
All right. The Lost goes. He has to make a save at the start of his turn versus Con. 16 barrel, would that make it?
That would miss.
That would fail. All right, give me a moonbeam damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought you were attacking barrel. Moonbeam.
What's the what was the DC of your moonbeam? Is it 16?
I have to roll it. So let me just. Oh, it doesn't say? Wait, what? Okay, alright.
Yeah, it only shows the DC when you cast. The damage rolls don't.
My spell save DC is 15, so I guess that would save.
So
yeah.
He would make it, but he would take 12 points of damage from the beam.
I thought it showed up in the thing, so that's unfortunate. Okay.
Yeah.
He is going to stab at. I guess I'll go for Reed because he probably wants to take Reed out. So he does some army spikes. 15 versus AC.
No.
Okay, and army spikes. 16 would miss. He's gonna step here to get out of the moonbeam. Which I'm not sure. Can you Oppie Reed? I don't think you have anything in your hand unless you have Warcaster.
Oh.
You have Warcaster.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can Oppie with the spell if you want.
Can I? Just do Eldritch Blast.
Alright, that would be a disadvantage, but yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
What's the disadvantage?
Because it was still in melee when it provoked.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Okay. I was just curious. Yeah.
So
Cool.
the first blast would drop him. Oh,
Nice. Love
there
it.
goes
Love it. Love it.
Where do you think you're going?
Wait, were you running away or something?
This guy here, I think he's gonna go for Gamort because Gamort did just stab him. So arm spike, 24 versus AC. That would strike for 13 piercing on Gamork.
It's you, Mary.
Did you get that, Mary?
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh, gosh. Sorry. Okay. Gamork's AC is 20.
Yeah, so he would get struck for 13 piercing with the first attack.
All right, I got it.
And the second attack, 14, I believe, would miss. Like I said,
Yeah.
these guys can't get their hugs.
Can't ever get there.
And a key.
All right, I yell out to the others, "Don't worry, guys, I got him right where I want him. I'm wearing him down. I'm wearing him down."
Watch it crit 3 times. Right here.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm assuming a 14
No,
misses.
14 would,
Yeah.
he would dodge that
Right.
one.
I'm gonna swing around down here. I'm gonna try this side.
Hup.
Ooh, does Demel offer a
No,
flank?
Demel is not.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Demel is not really too invested in this fight.
Fair enough.
All right, this is my spot.
Yeah, that works.
21 will strike for 10. Whap, as you give him a good punch right to the face.
Oh, did we give the Mork flank when he was attacking this dude? Because Ensnarl is south of him. Just saying. Anyway, go ahead.
Totally
Sorry.
forgot the
Go ahead, Anna Kate. Sorry.
I could have. I just realized that I could flank. I could be flanking right here.
29 would strike. So that does another 13 points of damage.
Haha!
This guy.
Finally hit him.
And he is very upset with you. Anything else?
I mean, I'm upset that he hit me too. So.
All right.
I'm upset that he exists.
Barrel.
I will.
Snarl.
I can't really move my moonbeam anywhere that's gonna not hurt one of my people. I'm gonna put it here, just in case there's a imp sitting over there. Based on the fact that we fried a couple in the parallel corner here, and then that I think might be. I don't think I have anything else to do. Let me just confirm.
End of the round. Give me a moonbeam damage.
Let me just make sure I don't have any bonus actions that I want to do here. Nah, I'm going to keep those spell slots. Okay. Moonbeam damage for level 4 Moonbeam. Fudge.
Do you have the...
I'm sorry. It's... Yeah, there we go. All right. There we are.
All right. So...
I need to fix my macro so that I can do Moonbeam damage without subtracting spell slots every time. I just haven't done that yet for Barrel since you installed the new API.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've got it all set up on my other characters, just not on Barrel yet.
One of the imps screeches as he is blasted by radiant energy. That is it for Barrel. Yeah, new round, Reed.
Reed is going to move 10 feet to the east and fire 3 Eldritch Blasts to the north.
Alright, so you take 3 blasts at the hungry.
Oh.
Alright, that one is wayward and hits the wall over here. 28 will strike, dealing 7 points of damage to him. Oh.
And another 7.
And then another 7. Which would wound him. That's it for you, I assume?
Yep.
Alright. And actually, we could go back to trying to click the checkbox, I guess, when we're done with the turn. If you guys want to do that. So just click your checkbox when you're done, Reed. This way. There you go. Yeah, so you see like...
the check, I see.
Yeah, there's the down, which doesn't exist because there is no delay, but there's the check, which ends it. So the lost goes. He is dead, so we're going to remove him from combat. Sim.
Hey, see if I want to do anything clever here. Sure, I will walk around the creature. I think I have enough movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop, right, 5. And then fire 3 Eldritch Blasts at this remaining lost. Sheet.
Alright, so he takes some shots. 22 and 26. All 3 of them will strike, doing 26 damage
I am gonna push there.
As you blast him back into the wall. And he looks wounded as one of his arms is probably broken from your force blast. Anything else?
Here, that's all for me.
Alright, that's it for you. The hungry goes. Yeah, he's going for Anikate again. First, he swipes you with his claws. 13 versus AC.
That misses.
Okay. Oh, and he did make his save from last turn, so he's no longer synaptic.
Oh,
Bite is a scary one. Claw's not so bad.
21 versus AC on the bite.
that does hit, yes.
Alright, so you take a bite attack for 28, 10 piercing, 18 necrotic.
Oof.
As he
Not
noms at
be-
you.
All of a sudden.
That is it for him. Gamork.
Okay. I closed his sheet and I apologize. He's probably just going to take 3 more shots at whatever's most closest, but let me find his sheet again.
So there was the one that got blasted back into the wall.
All right.
You
so
know about like minimizing the sheets, right? If you double click it.
Yeah, I just anyway, I just switched to Discord on my phone because my hardware is shit. So anyway, I'm getting
I didn't know
things
about that, so
opened back
thanks
up.
for the heads up, Lou.
Yeah, if you double click your sheet, it minimizes it. It saves
Yeah.
some real estate. You could do
And
that
if
with
you
anything
hold
on the.
option, which I think is control on the PC, and double click on a token that you have control of, then it'll pop open the sheet. So that's especially useful when you have wild
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Cool thing.
All right, so yeah, Gamork is going to pew pew at. Let me see. Let's do. Yeah. Well, no. Does it give him disadvantage if he doesn't? Does he have like cover of this dude? Like, if he's trying to shoot at this guy that's in Anikate's face, and does this other guy give him cover, even though we're not even sure if this guy is real?
He is still seeming solid, so he would give some cover. You could
All right.
fire. Yeah. You could
Alright, so
fire
then
at
he'll
this
just-
guy without cover because he's right there.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna not move and go with the guy that was closest to him at the start of his turn. So
Okay.
yeah, he'll just pew pew pew, and he might add an arcane shot this time if something hits. But let's just do. Oh wait, so he has to drop his long sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still.
And pick
He hasn't
back up.
moved since he dropped, so he can pick it up as an object of interaction.
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, you just go ahead and switch your icons. And
Alright, I will
if you
do
want
that.
to put your sword on the floor there later.
I will do that.
Sword flow.
Is that conserve? It didn't conserve. All right, let me click it again. Long bow.
Alright, so 13 would miss him, but the other 2 would strike. So go
I will
ahead
do, just for funsies, I will do a shadow arrow.
and- What does that
Find
do?
it here.
Or go ahead and link it,
I
I
don't-
guess.
I don't know. I'm just trying to use something.
Extra 2d6
2d6
psychic.
Psychic
So roll
and
2d6.
wisdom 15, and otherwise he's blind
Yeah.
for a turn.
Alright, that sounds pretty cool.
So yeah,
Alright,
go
so
ahead and
it's
go. Yeah, 2d6.
There you go.
Alright, so the necrotic damage or psychic damage would actually explode his head and he goes down.
Love it.
Efficient.
I love that we don't have to keep track of the turns too. It's just okay, yeah, I did extra. The end. All right, and that was one of his arcane shots, which I'm trying to find. Oh, that was his last arcane shot. He only had one. All right, so there's that. All right, and that's his turn.
Alright, so yeah, try clicking the check.
I will. Oh, the check. Yes, let me
That should.
go back up and find it. Yeah,
Alright, so the lost goes.
did it work?
This guy, yeah, it did. So it
Okay.
ended his turn. So this guy is dead. Next up would be the other lost who you just killed, so he's gone.
Is second wind a bonus action? I can't remember.
Yes, it's a bonus action.
Let me just do that. But go ahead and do your thing. I'll add it back.
And a Kate.
And then,
All
Yeah.
right.
Seems like all the lost have gone down, but the hungry is still hungry.
Yeah, we got the whole Ellis Island crew here. All right, here comes the attack.
All right, 23 would strike with the first hit, stabbing him with Shadow Strider. 11 points of damage.
And then my second attack.
26 will strike as well.
All right. And then I think I'm going to second wind here and just see. Maybe he won't realize that's healing.
Well,
Well,
Alright, let's see what happens. Hopefully it's just healing magic that does the enrage
actually,
thing.
Gamorch is second winded, so kind of doesn't matter. He freaks out.
really?
Okay. Doesn't like things recovering hit points. Great.
Ah,
He hungers. Anything else, Anna Kate?
I guess not.
He goes berserk.
Really regret coming into this fight with no key.
berserk. What does that mean?
Lots
Do
of
I know
extra
what that
damage on the bite.
You'll see.
Fudge. Then we have to kill him first.
Barrel or ensnarl.
Okay, I'm gonna ensnare this guy. I'm gonna bite him. I'm gonna crunch him. Crunch.
Alright, you do
Alright.
an ensnaring attack trying to grab
The
the.
problem is all of my macros aren't there because my barrel token isn't there. All right, let me go find.
Here, I got
If
you
I
covered. Where is it? Where is it? TA and PC.
I want constrict.
There you go.
Yeah,
Now you should have some stuff on your snake.
on my snake. Okay. Let me
If you go on the token.
Oh, all right. Let's try this. I don't know what the A dash constrict means, but
action.
I'm clicking the macro.
A's are actions.
Oh, Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. All right, here we go. She tried to constrict. Did she hit with a 15?
16. Is that your final answer?
I wish I could implode
Well,
that.
no,
to much
16.
bigger, but...
16 is not enough, and he manages
Damn it.
to keep
All right,
from being
Snakey
hit.
bites at him and misses, and that's all Snakey can do.
All
Wait,
right.
let me see.
Wait.
Why?
Does that have your insignia of claws in there?
Oh, it does not. So 17. Just 17 hits.
That would hit. That's why I asked.
Right,
Would
the
it
macro.
really?
Right, yeah, it's a macro import.
Well, see, I have
Yeah.
it in my
Yeah,
macro
in your native
on
one, but the
my
one that
normal,
Lou
yeah,
pulled,
yeah.
Lou pulled the base.
All right.
So yeah.
All right,
Ah.
cool.
All right, so
I
he
didn't
takes-
realize that one would make a difference. All right, so 10 bludgeoning, and he's grappled until the grapple ends.
So he is.
But I don't know when he
restrained.
gets
Yeah.
When does he get the save? Is it now or on his turn? I don't know.
For what?
No, I think it's just grappled. When
Yeah, he's just grappled.
it can take its action
Cool.
to resist
Okay, cool,
escape.
cool.
But
All right, crunchy, and grapply. That's my turn.
All right, Reed.
Gnawing on some bones or trying to get through to the bone.
So he is restrained, is that right? So
Yes,
I have advantage.
he's offering advantage right now.
All right, so I'll do 3 Eldritch Blast.
Pew pew pew. All right.
26.
All right, that would blast him for 11.
Oh,
No, that would miss. Pew. And 27, so total of 25 damage. Anything else?
no, that's it.
All right, Sim, he would go. Seems that Dimmel has gone quiet for the moment.
well, I'll just move over here and fire Eldritch Blasts at this friend.
All right.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, 20 would blast him for 12, 27 would blast him for 11, and 23 would blast him for how much?
Oh.
So you hit with all three.
Oh, right. I forgot about the advantage.
So that's 28 damage. He is looking pretty beat up, but still alive.
If I pushed him with one of those, would that break the grapple?
Only if he's pushed outside of Barrel's threat range.
In that case, I'm gonna push him 10 feet and leave him only threatening Barrel.
Alright, that's fine, because he definitely is going after Barrel. He is going to blah, 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 attack you with his claws. Let me check something. Okay, so he has an advantage on his claw attack because he's doing his craziness, which is a wash. 17, I believe, would hit you, right, Barrel?
Definitely in this form.
So he does 20 slashing and grabs you.
You're grappling each other.
Now you're both-
That's allowed.
All right, that makes him busy.
Now you're hugging.
Now you're,
Now
no.
you're definitely
Now
hugging
all
each
the
other.
Hug.
Now he's gonna bite you.
Okay. This is like love language to the constrictor snake.
Yeah. He's slurping you up like spaghetti right now.
Oh man. I hope it doesn't heal itself by eating. That would be bad.
Oh, God.
So, what was the effect on this? Oh, right. So it would strike you with its bite for...
It's gonna be an implausibly large number.
56.
Okay. Yes,
Uh,
a constrictor snake disappear.
Well, I guess that ends the grapple. Whoops.
Four-
Okay.
40... What is it?
16 on barrel.
48? Yeah, 48 necrotic, 8 piercing.
Okay.
So Barrel, let's see, you reappear. Here, I'll get you.
And she would appear, far from the, exactly. Oh God, what is wrong with my mouse? Why is it not? Okay, all right. So 16, that puts her at 60.
And that was
Okay.
it for the hungry. Gamork.
I would have hugged you more, but I'm
Or wait,
not a snake anymore.
yeah, it was hungry. So Gamork, and he is no longer in grappling or being grappled.
All right, so Gamork will just, come down here.
And he's no longer raging.
It only
Oh,
lasts
so
for
he's like a
turn.
barbarian. Okay.
Yeah, the bloodlust
Alright.
seems to only last until the end of that turn.
Okay, still scary.
Barrel. Pew pew pew. So he
He's
shoots.
Gamork, yeah.
He shoots this guy 3 times right at close range. All 3 would strike.
It's gotta end up right. Come on.
Well, it depends. 10, 20, 30. Alright.
That's awesome.
Nope, he
Let's
is
not be
still
too
up,
unpredictable or anything.
Yeah.
but he looks very wounded, being fairly close to death's door.
Gamork will step back. Yeah.
Anna Kate, or yeah, you're done, right? Gamork, go ahead and
Yeah.
check. Click the check.
Yes. Let me find it. The problem is it's scrolling up to find it. That's the thing.
Anna Kate.
There we go.
All right, despite my better judgment, I'm gonna rush in. Gotta finish this guy off.
Land the killing blow. Redeem yourself. Redeem your honor.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was all part of my plan.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a true
I'm
martial
learning
artist waits for
about-
the right moment to strike.
25
the right
will
moment's right here.
strike with your sword as you rush up and stab him for 16, which would end him.
Oh, nice.
Fancy sword strike.
I punch him again just for a good measure.
Extra measure. Like the blood kind of like spats all over all of us as we stand around you.
So Dimmel kind of looks to you, Sim, and he says, "The will of the Bright One, we shall meet again one day, my brother." And you would see him fade away as he says, "Good luck to you. I still have hope, even now."
You would.
I was very tempted. Beryl thought maybe Beryl should put Moonbeam on strange teenager dude, but
You also,
what Beryl wasn't sure.
You also would see that the area around you fades and changes.
It likely would not have gone well. I believe Kata was a similar emanation from Anakate's mind in previous room, and attacking it seemed to harm Anakate as well. So,
Oh.
Whoa.
Are there gems around the little imps that we killed? Crystals.
There are, but
Cool.
sorry, give me a moment.
There's also a lot of other interesting stuff in here, apparently.
Apparently, like a fire or a forge or campfire. Let's make s'mores.
Well, Cordis did
So
say there was a southwestern forge. This is presumably where we are.
yeah, it seems like this is some kind of forge area, and these dead guys disappear as well. The dead imps remain, and you do see the three of them do have crystals.
Great.
Take them.
I'll hand them all to Anakate for now. Anakate can carry a whole bunch. That's fine.
And yeah, there is. The forge isn't still lit. It looks like this was a forge long ago. And now it's just it's cool, even though it looks like it's burning there. It's not. You would see a bunch of old weaponry in racks. The style of which looks like it might be from an age long past. All dwarven. I think one of you has history, right?
Gamork.
Yeah, Gamork would say the weapons, they look similar to the rest of the architecture of this place.
I would want to peek into the forge's opening to see if anything is on the work surface or down in the heating chamber.
No,
Peek
but
in. Seems like
you can all give me perception checks to look around if you want to check out the swords in the rest of the room. See what you see.
well.
All right. So is that Gamork's perception or Barrel's?
Yeah, there's Gamork
The
at
one
23
they
and Barrel
say-
at 26.
Yeah, they say at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, they got little text boxes.
All right. So Barrel, you find a really nifty looking spear, a dwarven spear, in one of the racks.
Ooh, look at this! She pulls it out and starts like swinging it around and like
For as old as it is, it still
thrusting
seems.
with it and stuff.
Yeah, it still seems like it's in pretty good shape.
It's very old, but very good. Ooh, and she like does little thrusts with it. She looks as impressive as like a little kobold can.
I am glad you find weapon to your liking, but Beryl, if you are ever killing anything with that, the fight has gone poorly for us.
Like, you don't know though. Like this tribe began with Beryl stabbing ankles with a spear. She-
Earl likes
No,
her
I have
ankle
nothing to
stabbing.
speak against you acquiring better weapon. It is always a good thing. But
No, if anyone else like asks her
Yeah.
like to examine the weapon, she would definitely like let them. But she's like playing with it right now.
no, but perhaps temper your excitement.
She's just wheeling it around and having fun with it while you guys continue to look around. She's now
Well-
distracted. So her perception no longer helps with the rest of the investigation.
So, is anyone else looking around?
I mean, Gamork rolled a 23, so let's say after Beryl finds her spear, Gamork might actually still help.
Yeah. So Gamork, he would find what looks like an old sack kind of in the corner here, which is very much falling apart. But inside there are 4 clear vials with some kind of potion in it.
These are likely healing
Oh.
materials that Cordis mentioned. He said it is useful to have a scryer on our side.
I assume that Gamork will give those to Reed or Sim.
Did he say how powerful they were? Or did he just say they were healing potions? Gamork asks.
All I recall is he said that they were supplies for healing. For all I know, they are.
Does anyone have, and he kind of looks at Beryl, don't you have the ability to look at these and figure out what they are with your herbalism?
She finishes a really ridiculous battle feint with her new spear. So we're like, oh, are they watching me kind of look like, oh, and then she straightens up like, oh yeah, of course, Beryl will examine. And she comes over and tries to look more dignified and examines the potions.
Beryl, if your new spear is still in good condition after all this time, there is perhaps some chance it is magical. Allow me for a moment while you tend to potion.
Of course. She'll hand it off to him and she'll look at the potions. Do I need to do herbalism rolls?
So it'll just take 10 minutes per potion, much like it would for an identify.
All right.
So do you want to spend 40 minutes in here?
She is both herbalism and alchemist master. I don't know if that makes a difference.
It means you can identify them if they are not healing potions, but different kinds of potions. Give me a D10 roll.
Did we close the door?
So the door seems like it is closed. Yeah.
I would start ritual casting identify on the spear just in case.
Okay. So yeah, Beryl, give me a D10 roll.
Oh, a D10. Okay. My mouse is doing really weird things where, like, I'm having trouble making it move across the screen. Anyway, so yeah, there's my D10.
All right. Let me look something up.
Make it good. Come on.
I'll laugh.
Something legendary.
I'll laugh if there's just like a revivify in there or something. Like,
Revivify would be amazing.
So
that would be fucking amazing.
So 10 minutes pass. This is a greater healing potion.
Okay.
The first one.
Just one. All right.
The spear is a spear +2.
I will lay it down at Beryl's side and mention that it is in fact enchanted for combat, but doesn't have other abilities.
All right. At this point, the group is still in danger, so I need an events roll. D20, please.
Yeah, I love these.
I
I don't think we had anything scary happen off of one of these yet, but I always hope. It's just exciting.
Where did my thing go? Did I close it? Where's my calendar? So it's currently probably about 1 o'clock. After that 10 minutes. So what'd you get? You got a 6.
So does Sim give the spear back to Beryl then?
Yeah, I'd lay it down at her side.
So
all right, she'd be like, ooh, and she would like hand you a bone spear that she's been carrying and be like, okay, you can have this, and she like take the other one and like continue her little.
This one does seem much sharper.
She likes it. She seems pleased.
At about the 15-minute mark, as you're doing things, you would hear some movement in the hallway.
Oh. I'm assuming the spear +2 doesn't require attunement or anything, right?
No, it's just a spear +2.
All right, so Sim, if you care, you've just had a spear +1 that's made out of bone shoved into your hands. You can set it aside. We can throw it in the bag of holding, whatever. But that's what just happened. Beryl was just more intrigued by the new one.
Sim will stand there holding it awkwardly, like he doesn't know what to do with it.
Gamork says, perhaps we should give it to our quartermaster for now.
I think Reed has the bag.
He looks to Reed. Reed.
Sure.
All right, so Reed takes the bone spear. I assume you're wrapping up the pointy end before you stick it in the bag.
Always. Beryl has extra blankets in the bag for that reason.
Okay. So you tie up the end nice and tight with a bunch of
and I will update the treasury. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you would hear that movement in the hall. Do you want to do anything, or do you want to just hope it passes?
I'll send my little spider familiar skittering out there to take a look. if there's space under the door. If there isn't enough space for the spider to squeeze through, I think I'll just try to wait it out.
There is. When the spider peeks out, you would see one of those large devil creatures with the pitchforks from before moving down the hallway as if it's seeking something.
I will motion for everyone to be quiet.
Give me stealth checks with advantage.
Hmm.
Well, that's exciting.
More of the minions, Gamork says.
Oh.
Alright, so 24, 15.
Oh, actually, no. I would. My roll would be a 13. I still have disadvantage from exhaustion, so it would be a wash. So I would take the first roll.
So, luckily you are not heard and the threat passes. Continuing, Beryl, you're identifying a second potion. I assume you're going to try to spend a rest in here, right?
If as long as the tribe actually puts her back on task to pay attention to the tokens and not play with her new spear, she will definitely do this. Yes.
Okay.
I'm also happy to churn identifies through. So.
All right. So second potion, and are you identifying another potion, Reed?
Sure.
Might as well get through these.
Or Sim, I should say. Does Reed have identify?
Yeah, we both do actually.
All right.
We're
So all three of you
handy
can
like that.
identify. All right. I need 3 d10 rolls. Let's see. We got a 1. That is a normal healing potion. A 7
Ooh.
is another normal healing potion. And a 10 is another normal healing potion. So all 3 are normal.
Wait, what? What a D10 is? Okay, a 1, 7, and 10 are all the same thing on
Yeah.
the D10 scale.
Well, it
All right.
randomizes the... every time I click the button, it randomizes the numbers
All
on
right.
the rarity.
All right, Will.
Yeah. We're doing
All
the
right.
indexing thing so that we can't learn what his tables look like.
Yeah.
It's clever.
Understood.
I have tables. I got
Yeah.
secrets.
I understand.
Secrets.
I understand. I just wanted more.
Alright. So, you've spent 20 minutes in here now. Do you want to keep trying to spend the full hour, or do you want to do something else?
As a warlock, I need the full hour.
I
It would
believe,
greatly benefit me too.
I believe we should do it. It is the right call to wait, but this is the last time I can recover magic today.
Oh, you had a short rests?
Well, I have 1 left, so after this one, we might.
Alright. So...
Yes, Lou, I don't even know if I have recorded short rests on this character yet. It's new enough, and I haven't played her recently, so I don't even know.
So yeah, you can add them on now. You would probably say you took at least 1.
And how many would she have?
I think
it's her
4. It's your
proficiency?
proficiency modifier.
Okay, all
So
right.
I think it's 4 at this
So-
level.
I'll say she has 3 left, but that sounds like a lot. I don't know.
No,
Right.
that sounds right. Beryl hasn't actually
Okay.
taken that much damage, and she doesn't use short rest for very much.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
So
before
before
the
Well,
re-
I mean, it's her wild shape, which is kind of
Ah,
fitting.
yeah.
She's an Indrid, but yeah.
Oh, but she hasn't been using it for this adventuring day. We
True, when
back to
she
back
wa-
fight. We back to back did fights with short rest in between.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. If you guys didn't use the wild shapes while you were playing her, that's
No, I
Okay.
mostly had her in the back.
So,
So
I
give me 1 more d20.
oh, hang on. Well, before we embark on the rest, I'm going to expend my magic though. First one's for Anna Kate. Second one's for me.
Okay, so you do some healing.
Beryl can make big
you.
heals once or twice a day if tribe really needs. She would tell Sim like Beryl has fancy spells that could make lots of heals out of combat once or twice a day really fast, and in combat really slow.
Oh,
But yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
no, yeah, go ahead.
It is well enough. We are resting here to recover magical power, and
I think she's saying it more like super strategic in the future. She has aura of vitality, which could like be some small heals in combat over the course of a combat, or a lot of heals really fast out of combat. That's all.
Very well. It is useful to know, but this is the power of the bright one. It is meant to be used.
So Sim, also you would feel a bit emboldened from your experience, same as the others who've gone through this. You would gain an inspiration point and feel emboldened against the dangers of this place.
Oh, did we get an inspiration point?
Yeah, didn't I give it to you when you first...
No, we ended the session right on the end of Beryl's room, I think, and we didn't get to that.
Oh, did you not get one yet, Beryl? Well, if you didn't get one, I thought I thought I gave Beryl one at the end. I don't remember if I gave Anna Kate one.
You didn't mention it, but I'll gladly add one now.
Yeah, so if I didn't give you one, yeah, go ahead and add one.
Man, I need to use inspiration more often. I'm piling it up and not spending it.
Well, it's good to have it for when you need it. But the hour would pass. Oh, wait, no, I didn't get the D20 roll yet. I need one more D20 roll.
All right, here we go.
All right, so you...
Be good.
Well, good in that nothing happens, so I guess that's good. Go ahead and spend your short rest if you want to take it.
We'll spend it, yes.
Hour would pass.
The hell?
Things have been quiet. And I'm going to take a really quick bathroom break, if that's okay with everyone.
Should we just do 5 minutes for everyone?
Yeah, why don't we do 5 minutes? I know it's getting late, but yeah, I need to use the restroom, so I'll be right back.
And everyone take your temp HP, because present from me.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding, because I do forget.
Yeah,
it's hard to remember from group to group. Yeah,
Yep.
Thank you. And that's a lovely ability. That's really valuable.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, I mean, and I logged in today and like had not played for 2 or 3 weeks, and like I had some HP, and I'm like, what?
Yep.
First time I got hit tonight in the battle. Yeah.
It's fun times.
Yeah. So, this dungeon is I need to pull up our treasury and throw that spear in there. And please, anyone who has any interest in wielding a spear, please speak up, because let's face it, Beryl very rarely uses the spear. So if you actually want to use a spear, please say so, and it's yours.
I think tactically speaking right now, we don't have anyone who would really benefit from it.
And I think that's exactly why the last spear we found ended up in Beryl's hands, because she had a couple.
She can use it. Yeah, that's all it takes. Yeah.
There was a couple very low level encounters where she stabbed some monsters in their ankles and finished them.
So fun.
And that was when she was carrying a spear that was like a wood shaft, so she was like using shillelagh on it. But that was like, at low levels, shillelagh and magic stone and stuff are like amazing, because they're like, hey, I have a magic weapon when I really don't, but at higher levels, they're, she's been carrying it a while and she very, very rarely uses it. So, but I will drop it in the inventory, because we can always sell it. It doesn't matter if she uses it or not. We have magic weapons that we can sell that could help us later. So yeah. And I will subtract a blanket to say we have it wrapped in the spear wrapped in, because I know the pointy things is important for the bag of holding, which is why we have a bunch of fucking extra blankets in the bag of holding.
I don't know. Some people are bored of this sort of bookkeeping stuff, but I love this. It's always half the fun for me.
I know a lot of people hate it, and
I get it. I can see why it's not everyone's cup of tea. This is not one of the things where I don't understand why people don't like it. But I personally love it.
I mean, I'm okay with like if it's my responsibility to keep track of it. I'm super OCD about it. I'm like, yes, keeping track. But like, I understand why some people don't care.
Yeah,
So yeah.
but I love it. Like I had a uh, IRL campaign where we like basically had like it was half D&D, half farming sim because we had this huge stronghold with all sorts of industry and stuff happening. It was hilarious.
The spear that we are putting in the bag, though, it's kind of an interesting one because it was like a pile of bones that like got animated and attacked us, and then we killed it, and then she found it. So it's kind of an interest. I don't know. Like I don't know. If we find collectors, we might be able to talk it up and maybe make it more valuable or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
the weapon with the story, maybe. But
Yeah.
You hang it on your wall in your keep.
We could hang it on our wall, or we could sell it. That's probably what we're gonna do. Let's face it.
yeah,
Well, we are gonna hang mundane weapons on our wall as a decoration, and we're gonna sell the good shit that we don't want. If we want it, we're gonna keep it. But if we don't want it, we're gonna
well,
sell it
they very intentionally carry the
or
shield
trade
and
it or trade
no
it.
reasonable weapons. So as a statement more than anything else. So
All right, how we doing? You guys ready to move out?
I haven't heard from Jim or Trey yet. So I
Yeah.
don't. They might still be AFK.
Yeah, we'll give
Here.
him a little bit.
Oh, nope, Trey's here.
We'll give Jim a little bit.
I call him Reed so often because Reed is a normal enough name that I forget that Reed is his character name.
Oh,
As the new
it's just
person, I still had
easier.
trouble.
Just easier to use character names, I think.
Yeah, like I don't know. This is my first extended online game with people that I didn't know in real life already, and yeah, I'm finding that the character names are just way easier to remember than the player names. Like I like to try to learn both, but it's an interesting experience.
No, it's the same for me. Like I had only played in person before I played with Lou, so.
Yeah.
Yep, it was
Yep.
the same for me. I only played in person before I played with Lou.
Wait, wait. I think from your perspective, it is maybe more accurate to say you only played in person before you played with the DM Raven.
Yeah. Yeah, I only started doing online games when I was doing them professionally.
Yeah.
Although I had used Roll20 before, because I really like Roll20 as a tool.
Yeah, it's real handy. I've seen it used quite a lot to supplement in-person games.
It has a lot of beautiful advantages and limitations it could improve on.
Yeah.
But that's the case of pretty much every software
But
piece.
it's been around for so long that I've seen some tables just really learn how to work around all the jankiness and really integrate it into their play experience.
I like
Neat.
that Barrel's initial cast of Moonbeam didn't subtract a spell slot, but every time she dealt damage, it subtracted a spell slot.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's because I did it from the spell page, and I have
Yeah.
particularly built my fucking sheets to not have to ever go to that page.
Yeah.
And I did it. I went to that page. I was feeling like I don't know where I'm at. Like I haven't played this character in 2 weeks. I felt lost, and I just automatically went there instead of looking at my macros. And I should have like just trusted. I have macros. I built these a while back, but I felt disconnected. I felt like things weren't up to date. I couldn't trust my macros. I needed to go do the character sheet. I don't know. It was dumb, but yeah, that's what I did.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It worked out.
Do we have Reed back?
I am here.
All
Oh,
right.
great.
So, what does the group want to do?
Do we have Trey back as well?
I'm here.
Yeah,
Yep.
Trey's here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Go.
Well, as of now, each of us, actually, I guess before Cornelius had a crystal, I guess we can leave that one there. As of now, each of us has one crystal, and now Enakate is carrying 5 of them, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
If we wish to rearrange, then perhaps we should, but I believe it is time to make what haste we can to Cathedral.
I'm still kind of
with
wounded,
all of us.
so
Yeah. Perhaps we need more. Yeah. Some tribe members not so good after short nap. Maybe you need longer rest. Tribe
we did just find like 4 healing potions. We
Yes.
could use them.
I suppose.
But healing potions don't give back abilities. And Tribe's very short right now, right?
Well, I'm not doing too bad, Gamork says, but I know some of you.
Oh wait, we just did a short rest. I should totally do some hit dice versus Gamork. I'm sorry, guys. Let me do that.
That's fine, but
Because he's not at he's above half, but barely.
he says, I know some of you
19.
who use spells probably are running a little bit dry.
The power of my pact is a rapidly refilling well. But if it is injury that concerns us, then perhaps we should expend some of these potions or other resources we have for healing before continuing. But if Beryl or others need longer rest, then
I do not need a longer rest, but I can understand Beryl needing one. So
Beryl not need long rest, but Beryl actually pretty good. Beryl has some magic depleted, but not all magic. But other members of group have much magic depleted. Okay. Actually, let me look here. Gamork got his arcane shots
I
back.
think most members of the group are actually short rest.
We've become a short rest party. Yeah,
this
2
is
warlocks
short
and a
rest
monk.
group. Yeah, because Anna Kate's a monk,
so-
she's short rest, and Sim and Reed are both short rest. So you're the only long rest hero. Oh, actually, Arcane Archer, I think, also has long rest stuff with the.
No, actually, his arcane shots. It says on his sheet that they're short rest, which I was
Yeah,
just
they are.
noticing.
Yeah,
So I all right. So he got his short rest back. Let me or his
Second with an arcane shot. Yeah.
arcane shots back, and I used some of his hit dice, so he's at max HP. Beryl does not have all her spell slots, but she also was not well depleted because she has not been super involved in some other fights lately, so she's fine.
All right. So it remains to make sure we do not go into battle too injured, and Reed is not yet replenished.
No,
I think potions will do for this.
Yeah. So we found 4. Could I drink 2 of these?
I see no reason why not. I still have what I have carried.
All right.
Alright, so you take 2 of the potions. You can keep the bottles if you need glass vials, especially since you're out of combat.
Yep.
It's 2d4 plus something.
2 for each one.
2d4.
So 6.
And I just expended some hit die for Beryl as well, so she's pretty much at max. Not quite, but very close.
All right. Well, not quite full, but I'm closer to full than I was before. So.
How many healing potions do we have? Gamork asks.
Actually, I think there's a bunch in the bag.
We are well supplied, I believe.
Wait. Actually, before we go on, guys, let me open that tab back up. The stuff we found today did that go in people's inventories? Because if it didn't,
we just drank 2 of them.
Didn't.
Yeah, so you still have there's still
1 greater and 1 regular, I think.
Yeah.
I'm fine if it goes in people's inventories. I just want to make sure it gets recorded in the tribe inventory if it's not getting used immediately, you know?
I guess I have a long rest healing resource that has been somewhat depleted, so I will carry the other 2 potions then. I'll throw them in there so we don't lose them.
So there are there any that need to go into the inventory is what I'm saying. Alright, that's fine. Alright, cool. Just making sure.
Well, how many of those potions do we have, Beryl? The healing ones.
I actually think I'm pulling it up right now, but I think we actually have actually 6 or 8 regular. I don't think we have anything powerful, but I think we have 6 or 8 regular healing potions. All right, so who's asking this question?
Gmork.
All right, so Gamork asks this question, and Beryl goes over and takes the bag from Reed and like buries her head in it, starts like digging around. And she says that we have, oh fudge.
Says, I was just curious, in case we need to heal but do not have the ability to rest.
Yeah. So we have, oh yeah, wow, we have a bunch. Okay. So we have healing, climbing, growth, resistance. All right, healing. We have 8 potions of healing in the bag. That's nothing that we found today. That's what was in there before.
He nods. Does everyone have a healing potion on their belt in case they go down and need to be revived?
It's a
We
very
made a
good
distribution
question.
some while ago, but I believe some people may have used theirs, and I do not know if we replenished.
Says it
I
Beryl
have
might.
one.
has Beryl has one good potion and one great potion.
He nods. He says, just might be a good idea, just to make sure.
Yes, I have mine.
I had 2 healing potions as well,
Does Reed
and
have
one
potions?
greater. Sorry, I did not realize I had one greater.
Does
So
Reed
I'm,
have
I'm
potions?
I
Didn't he
have
just
one on
take
my
2?
belt. Yeah. I just yeah.
He just took the
But
third healing and the greater healing.
Okay. So tribe is good. Tribe has spare. Um,
yes,
and all of the new ones that we found today, people have in their inventories, right? So they're not getting lost.
that's right. They're not getting lost. We got them.
All right, cool. All right.
Got him.
I mean, I don't want to
Well,
track them if you guys have them, but also I don't want to like them to not get tracked.
Yep, yep.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
want to avoid double counting, want to avoid losing. It's important.
Right. I
All right. Well, is the group ready to head back out?
think so.
Yep, I am.
sure. Oh, I'm
So,
no longer wounded.
I have not faced one of these doors yet, but it seems like those of you who did have come out better for the experience, at least.
Hmm. Are you suggesting that perhaps we should search for more of these doors as Cordes implored and face Cathedral itself later?
It's hard to say. These doors do require a bit of a hefty battle, but maybe the reward is worth it.
The
Hmm.
reward. What is reward? Is reward the crystals that the
Well,
little
crystals
demon needs
are
to?
certainly insubstantial.
Yes, we gain the crystals, and it seems like those of us who have faced them have so far come out for the better.
I will admit, this encounter was not what I expected. Whatever this thing produced from the demail of my memories, it did as much to strengthen me as it did to open old wounds.
He nods and
And
says, "It seems like you and this Demel person were close."
for a long time, we had only each other. Our home was stripped away from us, and we traveled together and made what life we could. Uh,
Mortals
as
are.
much of family as I have ever had. Uh,
He says, "Mortals can be very interesting sometimes."
that I
Well,
suppose they get.
well, I, uh, I don't know. I don't know if there's a door like that for me. My past has been complicated as was my capture and corruption
Hmm.
by the Shadowlord. So I'm sure there's plenty of things this entity can mine.
And you, Reed? Do you have any desire of your own to confront the twisted memories of your past?
Ah, not really. I think time is running short for us. I don't have any desire to poke through my past unless by doing so it could really, uh, really help
Then it leaves only question of whether we believe 8 of these crystals are a sufficient arsenal to face Cathedral with.
Yeah.
Now I want to go watch Empire Strikes Back. Sorry, Jeff's put in the chat.
Oh, Yoda. So yeah, what's the group gonna do?
It sounds like we're going to the sanctuary now.
Very well then. I did not want to make decision as one who has already received benefit of doors, but
Well, I have as well, but if Reed is not worried
yes,
about
if
it,
Reed has no desire, I suppose there is some chance that whatever it is we receive from this room, perhaps it is good in fact and not merely in feeling. But I suppose I could offer Reed some additional protection as we enter room, and perhaps that will be sufficient to account for any difference and insurance against fact that against chance that perhaps this feeling is in fact a trap.
All right.
Here,
So is
take my familiar, and I will offer the spider to Reed.
Oh,
regains a spider.
And I will offer you a perhaps more substantial protection before we enter Cathedral. Here.
Okay. All right. Shall we go?
Ever onward.
All right. Reed opens the door, revealing the hallway once again. I'll put Gamork in the background for now.
okay, thank you.
Tank, warlock tank. I am the tank. I will face check all the bushes.
I got it. Don't worry.
I actually have legit not the worst tank for drawing aggro and standing there and taking it.
So the door does still look like it's shrouded in darkness. The fog remains vigilant.
I think it is prudent for each member of tribe to be holding a crystal before we as we enter, which means Anna Kate should perhaps be the one to open doors since she has more than one. But I do not want to risk chance that all of the crystals she carries will be activated by exposure to miasma. So perhaps toss one in or set one aside to step forward. I do not know.
So just to clarify, am I holding one?
Yes.
Okay. I will put it in my inventory.
Psychic crystals.
So you're saying that she should go because she has more than the rest of us, but you're saying she should leave one of her crystals behind because she has more than the rest of us?
We should use one of Enocate's crystals to dispel miasma, but I
Oh,
do
that's
not know
fair.
if they will all be expended. So
Gotcha.
I do not know precisely how is best to approach this last
Well,
aura over door.
the other clouds just vanished when you walked into them with the crystals.
True.
But the crystals were expended when we weren't there some clouds that we walked into and our crystals were expended for?
Yes, there were 2 regions and roughly.
Right outside the chapel
Yes,
or whatever.
and those 2
Yeah.
consumed crystals. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
Anna Kate, okay? What does Anna Kate want to do?
I'm happy to do that. That's fine. I will
Anna
be
Kate,
okay.
be
Thank you.
careful, please.
Thank you for your concern, Beryl. You're a good friend.
All right. So what's Anna Kate doing?
All right, so I guess I'm walking forward holding a crystal.
All right. So you walk forward into the shadows with the crystal. The crystal glows slightly, and you see a door through the shadows, a double door, wooden double door, that actually, now that you see it, looks strange. It doesn't look like the door you saw here before. It looks like a kind of wooden, like elven door. And Reed, you would recognize the symbols on it as coming from the Feywild.
This door.
Yeah.
Of course, Cordis could not scry into Cathedral, and he could also not scry into rooms where memory projections were overlapping space. So perhaps there is another one of these rooms laid over whatever truly awaits in there.
This entity continues to probe us. She will not let us confront her, it seems. At least not yet. I'm sorry, Reed, but maybe we will have to go into your mind.
It's a scary place in there.
Well, I recommend you do not venture alone, but as it is your memory we are likely to see, I suppose we should afford you as much power to decide as we head for Anarchate.
Oh. All right. Well, I will push the doors open.
Alright, so you push the double doors inward and it opens into complete darkness instead of light this time.
Oh, that's frightening.
Isn't Anna Kate carrying a light?
Yes, the light does not penetrate this darkness.
Ooh, scary. Okay.
Why were the rest
Reed,
of us
what-
light doors and yours is dark, Reed? Gamork says, pondering.
I do wonder what in fact has happened to your mind to create the difference, or is it perhaps something
I do
the
recall.
entity is doing?
I do recall you trying to explode our brains with your spells just because your patron was in the area.
We're never gonna let him live that down, right?
Gamork gives you like a playful smile as he crosses his arms, looking at you.
Well, prepare to meet the memory of my patron.
The
And
memory.
I will walk
She seems very recent, in my opinion.
into the darkness.
Oh goodness.
Reed
We're
will
following.
disappear. Right.
I would like to light up a torch before I follow.
Okay.
I'm sure it will mean nothing, but Barrel's just gonna try. All right.
Always worth trying.
We're gone.
So you are surrounded in darkness for a moment as the sound seems to fade out. And a moment later, the sounds of a beautiful forest with birds singing and kind of bugs making noise begins to fade in. Just give me a moment here.
Beautiful. It sounds so peaceful. Beryl is home. Beryl is back at home tribe.
So you see a kind of darkened forest. You see stars in the sky above you, and a familiar woman seems to be pacing back and forth up ahead.
Familiar
She-
to Reed, I assume, right?
Well, you all saw. Oh no, maybe it is just Reed. Yeah, you all saw her too. I think though, when she was being projected by the devil.
Right.
Here I have a picture.
Oh yes. When Reed was like, "Hey, did you see my chick? She's sexy, right?"
Showing off his patron. But she doesn't seem to have noticed any of you yet.
Is there any light, or do I see anything without any additional anything? Oh, sorry. I guess I was moved to a different point of the map. Now I see. Okay, so never mind.
Oh yeah, sorry, everyone's over here.
Oh, there we are. Haha.
All right. Barrow would actually be really comfortable in this
In the
forest environment and kind of.
heavily forest environment, life teems in this place. And Reed, you feel the familiar energy of the Feywild kind of course through you. It's almost invigorating, if not for all the chaos and death that occurs here on a regular basis.
Okay, I will approach my patron, see if she'll take notice of me.
So as you approach, she sort of stops her pacing and turns towards you. And she says, "You know why I forced you to leave, don't you?"
Yes, I know.
Do you feel it was justified?
Yes, yes, I understand. You had to do what you did.
She says, "And what has the experience taught you?"
Uh, Duty, fidelity, faithfulness.
And what have you discovered from your journey?
I've discovered friends and had adventures, and uh, I've learned so much and been given so many powers. It's been quite a journey.
Give me a wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom save.
Hmm.
You feel invigorated as she smiles upon you. You can feel her acceptance of these answers. She says, "Do you remember what the first thing is that I said to you when I met you all those years ago, when I took you into my service?"
That I was to serve you faithfully?
She says, "Before that, the
Oh,
very
before that,
first thing, before I took you as a charge."
you asked for my help
She
to gain
says,
knowledge.
she nods and says, "There was a lot of potential. I could sense it, though back then I had no idea." And she sort of seems distant for a moment and looks over here towards a dark cloud that you now kind of notice for the first time that seems very out of place in the Feywild, like a dark miasma-filled area. She says, "There are things for you to still discover, things that I only found out later."
In there?
She nods. She says, "You came to me broken. Even though you had lived many years, a lot of your experiences had been torn from you. At the time, I didn't understand what was going on. But later, it made more sense." She says, "It's not something I can talk to you about, but you must see for yourself." As a big ruler appears on the forest floor.
Alright.
I will start walking over to the miasma.
Okay, so you all see Reed approaching the miasma. Do you want to do anything?
I'll step forward and cast resistance on him. He will let me touch him before he gets in there.
I've
I will
got
reach
my
back
boat.
and give Sim a high five and
Yeah! Hey, buddy!
Sure.
Good job! High five! Alright, you high five resistance him. Go ahead and make
That's
the
awesome.
spell.
Oh, yeah. I always forget to do that.
So you step through the darkness.
Yeah, I'll step into the darkness.
You would see Reed disappear as he steps through the miasma. What do the rest of you want to do?
I'm gonna spend an action to attempt to see through my familiar's eyes.
So
There is a distance limit, and other things that can stop that sight. I just want to
you
get.
probably wouldn't see anything, strangely enough. Maybe Reed went someplace far away.
Well,
But
then
they have some sense that their familiar is alive or dead, right?
Oh yeah, no, your familiar is probably... Well, you assume it's still alive. You don't think it
Okay.
died.
yeah. Well,
But
I'm
it's
going.
somewhere far, far away.
I'm going to tell my companions. I do not sense Tema, or I cannot see through Tema's eyes, and just follow.
Your friend will most
Oh.
likely need you, she says, as you
Oh.
talk.
Yep.
What did you do? What did you do to Reed? This is illusion place. You are not you. Reed is trick.
I'm
It's not a
stepping
trick,
through.
my friend. And she says, it's not a trick, small one. Reed simply has things he must confront. And he will most likely need the help of his friends.
So Sim went into the shadow.
Yeah, I followed.
And Anna Kate, what do you do?
I'm pointing my bow at the woman, but I mean,
yeah, it's reasonable.
All right, let's just say Gamork runs in, and that prompts. That's the last little.
I'll be
straw
the
that
last one going in, and I'm doing the I'm watching you thing. Sure. As I go in.
I can't move my token into the shadow yet.
So she would just give you a
Beryl did not
smile.
want to go into the shadow, but y'all forced it.
Okay. So, as you step in here, you all see a glass tank with a bunch of water in it, with seemingly Reed floating within the water. Nearby,
tank?
a mind flayer is looking at him.
Do we see the mind flayer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in
it's
the
right
corner
here,
there.
but
It
next to the
seems to
tank.
be walking back and forth, looking at Reed, and its tendrils kind of vibrating a bit as it seems to be observing him floating within the glass tank.
All right,
Doesn't
so
seem
do
to
we
notice
have
any of you.
time to assess all of this before?
No, this is
the
probably a good place to
pacing-
end,
Oh,
because
fudge.
we are at
Okay.
8:35.
Yep.
Cliffhanger!
All right.
Super.
All right.
Slippery. Oh God.
Wow. He's like, nah, I don't want to go digging my past.
Too
It's
bad.
better I don't know. Give me MVP votes.
Jeez, okay.
This isn't the first time he's seen himself in a tank.
That's true. Yeah.
That's true. But is he seeing himself in a tank right now? Or is he just in the tank?
No, he sees himself. He's standing next to you.
Wait, oh, so Reed is still with us?
Yeah, he's in the room with you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right,
Alright, I didn't
right,
catch
it's
that.
like-
sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
So Beryl, with 2 votes, you are the MVP.
Oh, wow, thank you guys. That puts me at my maximum that I can store for my Wyvern experience. Oh no, I'm sorry, that does not put me at my maximum. I'm thinking of another character. But I do have a bunch stored for my Wyvern experience. Which, by the way, guys, we need to wrap this up in a few days in game so that we can go hatch my Wyvern.
And go to the council thing. You guys have all your
Yeah.
stuff at the same time.
Oh, really? Yeah. we've got the council thing set for
Beryl
70th.
needs to go raise her wyvern.
That's what Beryl's
No,
doing.
seriously, guys. In game, she has been waiting for this wyvern to hatch for like 30 days in game, which is like a year and a
Yeah.
half in the real life.
Okay. Jeez. Okay.
All right, well,
And
I'm
I
just
have
taking
been
notes.
saving my inspirations accordingly.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Lou. I didn't mean to make a huge deal out of this, but my vision on the Roll20 map, it seems to just be 120 feet of regular dark vision. I still have the gray fuzzy thing. Is that intentional, or is that just a...
I don't know what's going on with that. The lighting seems all
Yeah.
wonky in general because you guys
Okay.
should be using dark vision, but everything seems clear, I think. So
No, I saw some.
Well, I still have the dark vision haze over everything when I'm in darkness, and I don't think I should with Devil Sight, so...
I saw dark vision tonight that was just like vaguely visible, but not clearly visible. I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, okay, so there's something weird going on with the lighting. It's not urgent, I can still see and play fine, but I was just curious as to whether there was something going on with that.
yeah, because
It seems like the answer is yes, there's something wonky going on with that.
something is shedding light, but I'm not sure what.
Did you
Alright.
give someone light on their actual character token at some point for some
Not
reason?
that I
maybe?
see.
I don't know.
It's so weird.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
I gotta go.
All
See
right,
you guys next week.
see
Good
Good
you.
night,
night,
everybody.
We will have a wyvern mount very soon. Just saying.
That's real exciting, actually. Those are fun.
I mean, Lou may not allow it, but I am saving up my shit for it. And she is very, very, very good at animal handling.
You couldn't have a wyvern mount. That's fine.
She better be able to. Well, I mean, that's her goal. Like seriously, she took expertise in animal handling like 7 levels ago for this. She's like been waiting so long. So like I understand that like it may not be easy, but she's like trying to make it. I've saved all of my. I've been saving DM inspirations, and she's got really good skills. I'm like, yeah, she's waiting for it. But if we're under the city and the fucking thing like hatches in our bag of holding, then that's not good.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with the lighting.
Oh no, you're fine. I don't necessarily I don't want to rush a dungeon, but also I'm like I don't want I really, really don't want the wyvern to like hatch while we're down here, you know? And I don't know if that like fits. Because I've been waiting. Beryl has been waiting for this wyvern for a really fucking long time. So like I don't know how that fits. I don't know if we're gonna finish this dungeon before it hatches. But at the same time, she put it in our bag of holding before we left Char last time. So like if the wyvern hatches before we're ready for it, it's gonna hatch in a like dimension or like a whatever. Does that mean it dies?
If it hatches and no one gets it out of there, it'll suffocate. You probably want to
Oh,
pull it
God.
out of the bag before it hatches.
All right, so when we get close, she's gonna need to like pull it out and carry it around so that it's not in there when it hatches.
Let's take some downtime.
But that's what I'm saying. She's been waiting for this for in